Oh, what's good? What's good? What's good? My peopleizations. What's good? My peopleizations. Right. So let's talk about it. First things first. March 13th. Okay, March 12th. Excuse me. Your boy Blue will be in Oakland, California. I will be doing the partnership. We will be working with Street Beefs. We will be having a platform in which we'll have amateur boxers, upcoming boxers featured on the platform. All you have to do is go to ppv.blkprime.com. That's ppv.blkprime.com. The link is right there in the corner. Click on that link. Support your boy Blue. We gonna work. With that said, salute to all my peopleizations in the building. And Yordenis, Ugas, Jabari Bath, Jay Gadget, V. Ferreira, King Jr., Natty Dread, Don Ron, Sherman Callahan, Sean Coleman, Johnny True Blue Staley, Lee Smith, 05, Hard Body, J. Timo, my brother, Jay, Robert Singleton, Mike Big Boxing, Mustafa Malik, Skills from New Orleans, Bullet Gibson, AJ McCoy, Brandon Adam Perry, Kareem Ebanks, Terry Smooth Jr., Mustafa Malik, Z Stacks, my brother, Z Stacks, where you go, where you go. Z Stacks 1017, Joe 123 Wilson, Shogun 76, DVT Gang, Terrier Pruitt Wright, pieces busters to the Queen, Terrier Pruitt Wright in the super chat. Hey, smash the like button, people. Let's work. Y'all see they not sending out the notification, or they're at least blocking these notifications, okay? They are blocking the notifications, okay? Joshua Wright, AJ64, Titan Hall, Ranu Salto, Hector Meza, Young King Company, Mike G, Johnny True Blue Staley, L Harper Reptile, Arthur Hawkins, Cam Joseph, Skills from New Orleans, Dago 619, Cali Factor, Robert Singleton, Alex Naives, Arthur Hawkins, Ant Dallas, Osvaldo Martinez, Mr. Blue, Classy Mag, Knock Your Block Off, Seto. Whoa, my brother. Charles Edward Cheese, brother, back in the building in the super chat, dropping that 500 on your boy Blue. Salute to my brother Charles Edward Cheese in the building in the super chat, dropping that 500 on your boy Blue in the super chat. He said, Blue, what's goody? Community. Salute to my brother Charles Edward Cheese, always starting up, showing your boy Blue love, man. Jesse R, Kyle 7, Mike Norman, Jack Johnson, God Cayman, Idris L, Amin, Mike Big Boxing, MP Dub TF, Dwayne Bowman, Natty Dread, David Gordon Lane, Kyrie Murphy, Morfreeze Bay, Anthony Robinson, Stephen L. The Mac, Big Block. What's going on? Daniel Stanley, Daniel Darrell 76, Beat Doctor, Kimber 4509, Fly High 89, Kendrick Booker, William Collins, the Queen, Terrier Pruitt Wright in the building in the super chat, dropping that on your boy Blue in the super chat. Peace of bust to the Queen, Terrier Pruitt Wright in the super chat, dropping that on your boy Blue in the super chat. Smash that like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up. We got 230 people in the building. Let's get 230 likes as they're slowly sending out notifications, or they're slowing down the notifications. Brandon Tatum, Montreal Evans, MP Dub TF, Crane Entropy, DVT Game, Pride of Pierre, Charles White, Mustafa, when you get kicked in, you'll lose some money. Salute my brother, Tavian Parrish. What's going on? Walter Robinson. Crunch Time Sports, TB. What's going on? Isaiah Young. What's going on? Big Footprints. Dago 619, Cali Factor. What's going on? Successful Hustler, brother in Super Chat. Wondering how long you was going to keep us waiting. Yeah, man. Talib Cunningham, Mo Fontaine. What's going on? Curtis Price, AB, Brooklyn Born, AJ64, DF Dub Motivation. Yeah, man. I had some things to do. We don't. Who That Nation? What's going on? Big Tony, Julius Thomas, Bama 801. What's going on? Y'all know it's Valentine's Day, man. It's the wife. You know, you got the wife, you got daughters, you got to do things, man. Truly Israel, brother in Super Chat, dropping that half a on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. He says, salute, Blue, and I'm just showing some support. Salute to you, great brother. Marky Dan 123, what's going on? Y'all see they're not sending out the note. They clearly blocking the notifications. AB, what's going on? They're clearly not sending it out. As you see, it's staying stuck on one number and things that, it's dropping now. Now it's dropping. Big Footprints, what's going on? I need y'all to smash the like button, man. Get the likes up to 250, man. Alfred Edwards, what's going on? As you see, Nitty G, Mark West, what's going on? Salute my brother, Truly Israel, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue. Mustafa Malik, brother in Super Chat. Ugas about to bring Cuban boxing school lessons. We gonna find out, aren't we? We gonna find out, aren't we? He said Blue going for number 9 and 10. Nah, bro. I already got 9. 4. I got 4 girls, 5 boys, 4 girls. So it will be one more. Randy Wilson, Steven Taylor, what's going on? New Jersey, what's going on? Y'all see they're purposely blocking the stream. They're purposely blocking the stream. New Jersey, what's going on? Y'all see it. Steven Taylor, Randy Wilson, what's going on? So anyway, as you can see, we start off with 100. The first minute, we got 140 people. And now we're 7 minutes in, and we only at 190 people, 250 people. Ryan Jefferson, Jason Smith, what's going on? That's not a coincidence. Okay, so smash the like button, people. Let's get the likes all the way up. So let's work. Let's work. So Salah Udeen, Pablo 305. What's going on? Ooh-wee. So let's get into this, right? So Yordenis Ugas, right? Don't pull him by that. Just don't pull him by that. Yordenis Ugas is stating that DeHaven Alexander, what's going on? James Perkins, what's going on? So So Yordenis Ugas is saying that he's guaranteeing victory. He has the weight of the Yordenis Ugas stated that he has the weight of the T Hunt. What's going on? S. Money. Percy Moore, my brother in Super Chat. He said Ugas can't swim with the big fish. Peace, King. Salute to you, great brother. Salute to you. Tech RD. What's going on? Kizzy Hayes. What's going on? Brian Bradley. What's going on? So Scott Malone. What's going on? Yordenis Ugas was very emotional when he spoke on this. Yordenis Ugas did a few videos in which Yordenis Ugas discussed what was taking place in Muhammad Hijab. What's going on? Brokuza, Scott Malone, what's going on? He said I got Ugas by late stoppage. Bless the Fish, what's going on? Derek Coates, what's going on? So Yordenis Ugas, right? He was very emotional about this. And Yordenis Ugas, he talked about, Michael Booker, what's going on? He talked about the situation that he's going through, that he's dealing with, health-wise, why VT19 was going on, why he doesn't have hair. He talked about his young son, Eric Holmes, what's going on? He talked about, not being able to see his family back in Cuba, so he talked about a lot of things, right? He discussed Baltimore, Maryland in the building, what's going on? So he discussed a lot of things. We got 340 people. Geo James, Khalil 98, what's going on? Anthony McCoon 25, what's going on? Ugas is beating Spence, too funny. Yeah, Paul Counter Boxing, what's going on, my brother? Gary Childress, what's going on? We got 350 people. Let's get 350 likes. Y'all see they're playing with the likes and the notifications. Paul Brown, Ray Real, what's going on? I need y'all to get the likes up. Fatherly 81, what's going on? Get the likes all the way up. We got 350 people. Let's get 350 likes right now. Smash the like button. We got 200 likes. We should have 350. Let's get the likes all the way up. Smash the like button. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Kevin Brower, what's going on? Mystical 07, what's going on? So this was an emotional Yordenis Ugas that spoke on this. El Rivy, what's going on? Boo, what's going on? Bayou, what's going on? And so now another thing that jumped out to me, right? Joe Gordon, what's going on? Is that obviously we see guys like, Rolando Rolly Romero, who's half Cuban. He's half Cuban. He's supporting, Yordenis Ugas in this situation. But Joel Casamayor, right? Joel Casamayor, he stated that Ugas is going to win this fight easy. Joe Gordon, what's going on? He stated that because Ugas is great against southpaws. Okay, Spice F Dub, what's going on? So he stated that he's great. Frank Navarro, what's going on? He's great against southpaws. And because he's so great against southpaws, that he's just going to dominate Errol Spence, right? Stephen Roof, what's going on? And one thing jumped out at me is to say that Joel Casamayor is a veteran in the sport. Dwayne Williams, what's going on? He's an icon. He's a legend. Okay. Joel Casamayor is somebody that avoided Floyd Mayweather. Okay. Richard Diaz, what's going on? He avoided Floyd Mayweather, Joel Casamayor. He never agreed to fight Floyd Mayweather. Okay. Classy Mag, what's going on? And so, yes, Yordenis Ugas is a southpaw. He has a lot of success against southpaws. He had a lot of success in the amateurs. He's one of the most decorated Cuban boxers. Tim Allen, King Grayson, what's going on? Bernard Crawford, what's going on? Stephen Roof, what's going on? And so, yes, I give Yordenis Ugas a lot of credit. I always told you guys, Yordenis Ugas is a very good boxer, very skilled. Woke the Truth, what's going on? Paul Porter, what's going on? Mo Fontenot, what's going on? So Yordenis Ugas, I give him credit for being a boxer, for sure. You get so many people, because I see a lot of people. See, this is one thing that's starting to get up under my skin. See, the facts is that people are not being realistic. Okay, Jay Elevate, what's going on? They're not. Donald Rubottom, what's going on? Okay, CJ, Robert Singleton, what's going on? People are not being realistic, right? They're trying to tell you Yordenis Ugas is, oh man, people are slighting Yordenis Ugas. They're disrespecting Yordenis Ugas. Yordenis Ugas has losses on his resume. 4. He's going up against a guy that's top 3 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world to anybody that's truly realistic. Okay? If you're truly realistic and you're truly honest, Errol Spence is top 3, if not top 5, definitely pound-for-pound best fighters in the world. You know this. Okay? You cannot name me 4 fighters in the world that are better than Errol Spence. William Quick, what's going on? Not 4. Okay? God is love, what's going on? If you want to tell me that Terrence Crawford is better than Errol Spence, okay. If you want to tell me that Canelo Alvarez is better than Errol Spence, okay. Okay? And if you want to throw in heavyweights like Tyson Fury, okay. Muhammad Hijab said you can't be 2-3 pound for pound on a single weight division. Okay, let me ask you this question, Muhammad Hijab. How many weight classes did Marvin Hagler fight in? Go ahead, I'll wait. And while you at it, Muhammad Hijab, how many weight classes has Gennady Golovkin fought in? I'll wait. Since you said you master Allah, what's going on? Don't do it tonight, bro. I got time. I just looked at my watch. I got time today. Don't do it, bro. Richard Diaz, what's going on? El Bay, what's up? What's going on? Don't do it. Don't do it to yourself tonight. Chaz 313, my brother, what's going on? So since you said you can't be top 3, 4 best pound for 2, 3, 4 best pound for pound fighters in the world if you only fought in one weight class. Successful Hustle, what's going on? Brian Corbett, what's going on? Cool. How many weight classes has Triple G fought in? I'll wait. Go ahead and tell me. Because he was top pound for pound on the pound for pound list for quite some time. So go ahead, I'll wait. Tell me. The legendary, iconic, Hall of Fame, late great superstar, marvelous Marvin Hagler. How many weight classes did he fight in? Go ahead. As a matter of fact, let me take my watch off. Because this gonna get, I already know it's going, some furniture is getting ready to get moved. Rich Thoughts Podcast, what's going on? Ashante L, my brother, what's going on? Some furniture is going to get moved in here. Smash that like button, people. We got 450 people. Let's get 450 likes. Smash the like button. Let's work. Go ahead, brother. Muhammad Sajab, you told me you can't be on the pound for pound list if you only fought in one weight class. He said he'll be top 3 when he becomes undisputed, in my opinion. No, I asked you a question. How many weight classes did Triple G fight? And you said he'll be undisputed. He'll be on the pound for pound list when he becomes undisputed. So Triple G was never on the pound for pound list, huh? Kenneth Muhammad, what's going on? Cam Joseph, what's going on? So was Triple G ever top 3 best pound for pound fighters in the world? Yes or no? Anthony Robinson, what's going on? Joel 415. Daquan, what's going on? LV Live, my brother, what's going on? Paul Porter, brother in the super chat. He said, you feel like Spence is going to be 100%. Some people don't come back from that injury. The same fighter could be a good fight. Spence wins still, in my opinion. For sure, I think Spence is going to come back 130%. A1 Hoop Zone, my brother Manuel H in the building. Go subscribe to our basketball channel. King Ferg, what's going on? I saw the guard, what's going on? Hamilton Still One. Via Ferrer, what's going on? Bayou, A.L. Stevens, what's going on? So Giovanni Walker, Via Ferrer, what's going on? AB, what's going on? So, brother, how was Triple G ever undisputed? Because you just said in order for Errol Spence to get on that list, he got to become undisputed. Was Triple G ever on the pound for pound list? He was widely considered on the pound for pound list. You know why? Prince of Duval, what's going on? Because it don't matter if you go through multiple weight classes. It adds to it. But if you're great, you're great, period. So Andre Ward wasn't great. Andre Ward didn't deserve to be on the pound for pound list after he won the Super 6 tournament. He wasn't undisputed. Chase the coin. What's going on? Boss Red 357. What's going on? Okay, Via Vita. Live your life. Where you been at, brother? A Sneed. What's going on? China the Boss. What's going on? Andre Ward didn't deserve to be on the pound for pound list when he won the Super 6 tournament and then beat bad Chad Dawson because he wasn't undisputed and wasn't a multi-division champion. Macadocious Mac of the South. Kareem Ebanks. What's going on? Huh? Tell me that. Did Andre Ward deserve to be on the pound for pound list? Yes or no, Muhammad Sajjad? He said pound for pound list is made for dominance. Errol hasn't dominated. Sure he has. He's been dominating the welterweight division all this time. He's beating the best fighters at the welterweight division. He beat Kell Brook in the UK for his first title opportunity. He beat 4-division world champion Mexican superstar Mikey Garcia, who only moved up one weight class. Okay? He beat Showtime Sean Porter, 2-time welterweight champion. He beat Danny Swift Garcia. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And it ain't even close. The Sean Porter fight was the closest fight he had. Silver Surfer Luger, what's going on? The Sean Porter fight was the closest fight he had. And in the championship rounds, he clearly separated himself in that. He dropped him in the 10th round. He clearly won 11th and 12th. He closed the show like the champion he is. Oh, yeah. He dominated. He beat Danny Garcia handedly. Okay? And Keith Thurman didn't want to fight him. Don Jenkins, the gotcha game. What's going on? He can't make Keith Thurman fight him. The other best, the quote-unquote face of the welterweight division was Keith Thurman. Timothy Bradley wouldn't fight him. Timothy Bradley told you, we don't do business with the other side. Timothy Bradley told you, I ain't got no interest in fighting Errol Spence. So who else was there? Manny Pacquiao didn't want to fight him. The intellects, what's going on? Urban Green, what's going on? Ray Vaughn Harris, what's going on? So Chris Hughes, what's going on? So the ones that got in the ring with him, he dominated. See how that works? See how that works? Dow Dub, what's going on? He made it happen. We got 550 people and we still don't have 400 likes. Astronaut, what's going on? George Reeves, what's going on? We got 550 people. Big Brother in Life, what's going on? And the likes are just dragging. It's getting further and further and further apart from the viewers. It's getting further and further and further apart, right? Kareem Gabriel, what's going on? Smokey 1235, what's going on? Coco the Bulldog, what's going on? It's getting further and further and further from the number when it should be closer, closer, and closer. Easy Louine, what's going on? Corey Hall, what's going on? Manny Pacquiao tried to fight Chris Hughes, what's going on? Manny Pacquiao tried to fight him. Coco Bulldog, you see what I'm talking about? He said Manny Pacquiao tried to fight him. What are you talking about? Good, I'm glad you said that. Texas 806, what's going on? I said back then when he was trying to fight Keith Thurman and after he beat Kell Brook and he was trying to fight these guys, they wasn't trying to fight him. What are you talking about? See, I know it says pay attention, but it's actually free. And since you decided to put the carriage before the horse, right, and didn't pay attention to what I was saying, right, just to try to be right. Just see, this is what I learned. Everybody, King Meth, what's going on? Dwayne Price, what's going on? So people just want to try to be right on me, opposed to checking themselves and listening. Mid-value, what's going on? So I was talking about when he beat Kell Brook and was trying to unify against Keith Thurman and was trying to fight Manny Pacquiao, okay? And they wasn't trying to fight him. So he took the fights that was available to him, which was Lamont Peterson, which was Mikey Garcia, and then Sean Porter fight presented itself. So what are you talking about? Because I'm not talking about today's time. Yes, we got to this point after Manny Pacquiao beat Keith Thurman 3 years later. You're talking about. So see, So when you ask me what am I talking about, no, I gotta ask you what you're talking about. DeLeon 72, what's going on? So I'm confused. Stop trying to be, y'all be so quick to try to get one up on me that you don't even pay attention to what you're saying. Wolfrid's Million, what's going on? Stop trying to be quick to try to get one up on me. Oh, yeah, Blue didn't know what he was talking about. Patrick Housing Flag, what's going on? My brother CB Sports TV, Carl Burrell in the building. Y'all be so quick to try to get one on me, right? That you don't even pay attention to what I'm saying. You don't even listen. He just said Pacquiao didn't want to. Oh, let me type that in. Oh, no. Oh, no, he just said Pacquiao. No. What you talking about? Kamari, what's going on? I know what I'm talking about. Pacquiao back then wasn't trying to fight him. Period. Being so quick to trying to type the, oh, Blue is wrong. Just trying to, you're just so quick to try to say I'm wrong about something that you don't even listen to what I'm saying. Earn Incorporated, Ravius Jones, what's going on? Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing today? True Loops, what's going on? Burgess Meredith, what's going on? I don't even understand that. Take your time, relax. I know what I'm talking about. Relax. Muhammad Hajab, brother in back in Super Chat. Roy Jones said, I don't need to say anything. I don't care what Roy Jones said. What does that mean? My brother, bitch, be megastar in the building. If you got sons, daughters, nieces, nephews, little cousins, friends with little kids, have them subscribe to KK Penson TV. My brother, bitch, be megastar, little princess's channel. Bitch, drop the link. Robert Golden, what's going on? Robert Montgomery, what's going on? CJ, what's going on? Atari Israel, what's going on? St. Louis Mick, my brother, what's going on? I know y'all be quick to want to get one up on me. And guess what? If you ever got one up on me, guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to say, I stand corrected. You was right. See? So it doesn't even matter if you do get one up on me. Lise Mathis, what's going on? If you get one up on me, you just get one up on me. Then guess what? If I'm incorrect, I'm going to tell you, I stand corrected. I don't have a problem telling you that. Ron Mayberry, what's going on? So it's not going to garner what you think, the response you think is going to garner. It's not. I know what I'm talking about. Will Peebles, what's going on? Jeffrey Dillion, what's going on? Wendell Jackson, what's going on? So the brother said Roy Jones said it. I don't need to say anything. Well, I love Roy Jones Jr., one of the greatest, the icon. He's the greatest athlete. He's the greatest athlete I've ever seen in boxing. Ever. I don't think I've ever seen an athlete as great as Roy Jones Jr. And I love Roy Jones Jr. Broke my heart when Roy Jones got knocked out by Tarver. Right? I had 10,000 excuses. And I'm going to be the first person to tell you. Don Dollar, what's going on? I'm going to be the first person to tell you. Jerry Tassel, what's going on? When Roy Jones got knocked out by Tarver, oh yeah, your boy Blue had nothing but excuses. Boy, I was the excuse maker for Roy Jones that day, boy. In that week, in that month, in that summer. And oh boy. Lamont Blake, what's going on? Against my better judgment, boy, I had nothing but excuses. Well, it was the muscle mass that he lost. Ruben Langford, what's going on? And can't nobody tell me, because Roy Jones, he just came down and weighed too fast. It had nothing to do with style matchups. None of that. Oh, no, sir. Eduardo Santiago, what's going on? Roy Babineau, what's going on? Oh, your boy Blue was the biggest excuse maker for Roy Jones you could ever find. Naeem Amir, what's going on? Caps Corner Store, what's going on? Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Boss Boy Nation, what's going on? Oh, boy. Sean Miller. George Reeves, what's going on? But Bud has done more than Spence in the sport, period. Here's the thing about that, Charles Edward Cheese. Muhammad Hajab, brother in Super Chat. Roy Jones is the best fighter of all time after Ali. Boxing News DC, what's going on? In your opinion? My brother Charles Edward Cheese, he said, but Bud has done more than Spence in this sport, period. Opportunity doesn't equal quality. Let me say it again, my brother Charles Edward Cheese. Opportunity doesn't equal quality. So yes, he's had the opportunity because he started a smaller weight class, and he's been more durable since Errol Spence obviously had the accident. Then he unfortunately suffered the eye injury. Stephen Walker, what's going on? Who's knockout? What's going on? And naturally, he had the opportunity to start at a lower weight class than Errol Spence. But that doesn't equal quality. So beating Julius Ndongo, timing could be everything. So timing saw him have Julius Ndongo to fight for undisputed. Okay, Thomas Delorme, Victor Posto, and Ricky Burns for his titles. You understand? So when you say he's done more, well, you got to look. It's further than on the surface. So here's the difference. King Corleone, what's going on? Let me tell you the difference. Errol Spence went to the UK for his first title opportunity. Terence Crawford went to the UK for his first title opportunity. Errol Spence went to the UK and fought a guy by the name of Kell Brook, a much better quality fighter than Ricky Burns. See, Terence Crawford went to the UK, but he fought Ricky Burns. Errol Spence went to the UK and he fought Kell Brook. Two different levels of fighters. Again, opportunity, right? Now watch this now. Now watch this now. Now, again, Charles Edward Cheese, my brother, this is not Terence Crawford's fault, and it's neither is Errol Spence's fault. It's neither their fault, but it just is what it is. It's neither one of their fault. It's not Terence Crawford's fault that he fought at a lower weight class, and the champions were who the champions, and he only beat who he could beat. But again, opportunity and timing doesn't equal quality. All right. So here's the difference. Okay. Then he fought Sean Porter. Lamont Peterson. He fought. See, these are the fighters that Chris Lil One Taylor, what's going on? Kevin Johnson, what's going on? These fighters get overlooked. These fighters get passed over. But if you actually look at it, now, if you actually look at it, right? Let me show you something now. He fought the likes of Lamont Peterson and Chris Algieri. Those levels of fighters are world champions, right? Because Lamont Peterson is actually the second guy to beat Amir Khan. So Lamont Peterson beat Amir Khan before Terence Crawford beat Amir Khan, right? Lamont Peterson beat Amir Khan before Danny Garcia beat Amir Khan. You understand? So now we forget Chris Algieri and Lamont Peterson. But if you look at Chris Algieri and you look at Lamont Peterson and you look at the level of fighters, Chris Algieri is a better fighter than Julius Ndongo. Kenneth Howard, what's going on? R. West, what's going on? Ruben Langford, what's going on? Okay, Chris Algieri is better than Julius Ndongo. Okay, Lamont Peterson is better than. You can make a case that Lamont Peterson is just as good or better than Yordenis Gamboa. And I'm talking about Chris Algieri then. Rashawn Pittman, what's going on? Keep in mind what Chris Algieri and who Elijah the Don, what's going on? Lamont Peterson. See, this is what I'm talking about. We got to do the history on how good Lamont Peterson was. See, we're talking about hindsight. Let's not talk about hindsight. Let's not talk about present time. Oh, well, Lamont did this. Look who Lamont Peterson and Anthony Peterson and how they were perceived. They were blue chip prospects, people. Y'all don't remember. See, this is what I'm talking about, our hardcore boxing fans. Y'all don't know the Peterson brothers with Barry Hunter and the Headbangers? Y'all don't understand? Lamont Peterson and Anthony Peterson? Who they was and what they represented? You can say what you want about Chris Algieri, but Manny Pacquiao knocked him down 6 times and never stopped him. Errol Spence stopped him. Y'all don't remember what Lamont Peterson? Was you kidding me? Is you kidding me? You put Lamont Peterson in the ring with Yordenis Gamboa. at 140. Go ahead and try it. See, that's what I'm talking about, man. Y'all got to understand, level up the history. Lamont Peterson and Anthony Peterson was those dudes. Man, y'all kidding me, man. Brooklyn Finance Brother Super Chat, off topic. How you feel about Adrian Broner versus Conor Benn fight? Think AB can make a comeback? I like the fight, but I think Conor Benn wins the fight. I don't think Adrian Broner is committed to the sport of boxing. I think Conor Benn wins that fight. He's young. He's hungry. He's right at this stage of his career. He's more athletic. He's more fluid. He's looking to make a name for himself. Man, listen, I think Conor Benn beats Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner is just not active enough in the ring. I like the fight. It's an opportunity for both guys. If Adrian Broner can pull it off, it makes sense. And if Conor Benn beats Adrian Broner, it makes sense for him. That's a fight that should just be automatic. I just think that fight should happen. But obviously, Adrian Broner got to be committed. We got 700 people, and we still don't even have 550 likes. Muhammad Hajab, brother, super chat. Mayor Khan was when you know this will Lamont P. Man, stop, man. Stop it, man. Stop it. Sweet P, what's going on? Boston by the pound, what's going on? Man, stop. Blue, who won the Peterson Khan fight? Lamont Peterson won. Amir Khan running around and holding all night. Blue don't on the Algeria Hill. Look at the fight with Chris Algeria and Amir Khan. Go back and look at that fight. See, y'all be overlooking these dudes, man. Timothy 72688. What's going on? Solar Screen LLC. What's going on? Lamont Peterson he actually won that fight against Danny Garcia when Danny Garcia was undefeated. I mean, Paul Curry, brother in Super Chat, Peace Blue and the LDBC fam. Salute to you, great brother. Where you been at? LC Daniels, what's going on? Y'all overlooking these dudes, man. Y'all be overlooking these namesakes and the quality of fighters and who these guys was, man. Just like I tell people, the same goes for Terrence Crawford with Victor Postal. People overlook Victor Postal and how good he was. Douglas Duran, what's going on? Now, I think Victor Postal would have beat Lamont Peterson and Chris Algieri, so I give him that. But I think that Mikey Garcia was a better fighter than Victor Postal. So you just look at resumes, right? Muhammad Hajab, I know how you roll now. I'm out, boss. Okay, cool. See you later. Appreciate you. Tori Wells, what's going on? And you'll be back. Chavo TV, what's going on? See, Tab Investment, what's going on? See, it sounds good, dude. Man, I'm out, man. I see how you roll. Yeah, because you want me to agree with you on everything. You don't want me to tell you the truth. Period. And you'll be back because you can't unsee the truth. And when you can't unsee the truth, guess what you're going to do? You're going to come back. So just like Gary Russell, just like Gary Russell, I thought you was leaving. You said, I see how you roll. I'm out, boss. And then you type back in because you can't leave. See how it worked? It sound good. It sound good, right? I'm out. And then you come back. And I'm out again. And then you come back. Don't tell me I'm out. Don't block. I don't do none of that. Can't help it though. It's emotion. That's all it is. When you're emotional, you can't control it. You know when you're arguing with your significant other and you know they're right and you can't say nothing, you can't do anything, right? And so you say stuff like, you know what, man, I'm out of here. Cool. And they say, okay, cool. And then you leave and then you come back and you act like you're looking for something. Yeah, where's this at, man? I left this. And then you leave again, you come back, then you say, yeah, you unbelievable, this, and this. And you leave and you come back. Same thing. Bless the fish, brother in super chat, dropping that half a hundo on your boy Blue in the super chat. Fourth, we got next. If Crawford want my respect, be at the Ugas and Spence fight. Step inside the ring after Spence win and call Errol out to his face to face. And Errol then cannot and will not refuse to fight. Since y'all like to say Errol ducking so much, I like that idea. And since Terrence Crawford is a network promotional free agent, right? Why would they deny him the opportunity to get in the ring? You right. Bless the fish, dropping that half from Hundo. Boxing by the pound. Brother in the super chat. I think the problem is casuals is if a fighter is not in a plus guy and he's up when that's not the case, then he's not good. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Or we have a tendency to forget how good fighters was at that time. Look at any other sport. Let me give you an example. Okay? We talk about Dub_right side. What's going on? We talk about the greatest fighters in history. And NBA. I love using the NBA. Right? We have 730 people, and we don't have 600 likes. Solomon Walker, brother in Super Chat, said he'll be back. Oh, for sure. He never left. He never left. Black Attack, what's going on? Alex Naive, what's going on? He never left. He ain't going nowhere. Brokuza, brother in the Super Chat. I think there's a conspiracy to have Devin outgrow the 135 division so he don't take undisputed. I think they're big. I'm getting mad, not gonna lie. Hey, I'm with you, brother. I feel the same way. Hey, boy, Junior, 83, Mark J, what's going on? Kate Causey, what's going on? Mustafa Malik, I thought Khan won that fight too. It was a pick 'em fight. You know, if you felt like Khan won the fight, cool. I'm not opposed to that. So he want me to say what he want me to say. So I said that I thought Lamont Peterson won. Oh, come on, I'm out. So you're right. What makes you right? L. Adam, what's going on? If Amir Khan was so great, he should have clearly separated himself. He didn't. Period. B&B Boxing News, what's going on? You understand? B Polk, what's going on? And I like Amir Khan. 8-Bit, what's going on? Mr. VA Fitted, what's going on? But the facts are the facts. Like, he didn't clearly separate himself against Lamont Peterson. Rick MF Brown, my brother. Dre Handy, what's going on? So that means, and Amir Khan was perceived to be one of the best fighters, pure boxers in the world. So if Amir Khan didn't clearly separate himself, well, then that tells you how good Lamont Peterson was then, doesn't it? Peace be free, what's going on? Give me 2 bottles of water, baby. The Art of Family Dynamics, what's going on? You understand what I'm saying? Charles Edward Cheat, my brother, he said, sorry, Blue. Irvin got me sidetracked. I know full well how good Lamont Peterson Algeria is. And when Spence fought Peterson, he was clearly done. Algeria was never good. No, that's incorrect. Lamont Peterson wasn't done. He wasn't done until after the Spence fight. You forgot what happened with Lamont Peterson. Lamont Peterson was a good fighter, rough, rugged fighter, okay? He was not done when he fought Lamont Peterson at all whatsoever. And he was a good, tough, rough, rugged fighter. And if he would have fought anybody that night, Lamont Peterson gives you a tough time. Go ask Floyd Mayweather about Lamont Peterson. Since you think and y'all think I'm overhyping Lamont Peterson, go ask Floyd Mayweather about Lamont Peterson. You know what Floyd Mayweather going to tell you? Big LT, what's going on? You know what Floyd Mayweather going to tell you? Ask Floyd Mayweather about arguably one of the greatest, if not the greatest boxer to ever grace the square circle. You know what Floyd Mayweather going to tell you? The two toughest people, the two hardest people, the two most skilled people, one of the most skilled people, one of the most difficult people I've ever been in the ring with is Lamont Peterson. True Grit up 402. What's going on? Nah, what's going on? You know what we know what Amir Khan said? Lamont Peterson is very tough, very difficult. He arguably beat Danny Garcia. Y'all forget just how good Lamont Peterson was. Because he's not flashy. He's not outspoken. He ain't do none of that. It's his lunch pail and hard hat. And y'all dismissing the brother because of losses. The losses don't define who Lamont Peterson is. Just like losses don't define Zab Judah. Look at Zab. Yeah, he lost. He got stopped, right? Now watch this now. Look at Zab Judah. He lost. He got stopped by Miguel Cotto. You think that was an easy fight for Miguel Cotto? Go watch the fight, Miguel Cotto and Zab Judah. You think that was a walk in the park? No, but he lost. Look at Zab fight with Floyd. He was arguably winning the fight, but he lost. So your record, your resume don't define how tough or how good of a fighter you are. Look how easy Floyd Mayweather beat Canelo Alvarez, and then look how he struggled with Emmanuel Augustus. Is Emmanuel Augustus and Canelo Alvarez on the same level? Huh? Will anybody confuse Emmanuel Augustus with on the same level of Canelo Alvarez? Absolutely not. Manny Pacquiao, Floyd Mayweather just is one of the easiest days in the office. But look at his fight with Miguel Cotto, and then look at Cotto fight with Zab. I mean, come on. You got to know the sport of boxing, and you got to dive deep into it to understand what these dudes represent. And if Lamont Peterson would have fought Terrence Crawford, guess what? Before Sean Porter, he arguably would be the top two best fighters Terrence Crawford has ever faced. Him and Victor Postol. Facts. Lamont Peterson is better than Yordenis Gamboa. Yordenis Gamboa is athletic with power. He's not very skilled. He's awkward. Lamont Peterson at 135 and 140 beats Gamboa. Facts. Y'all gotta relax. Y'all gotta look at what these dudes represent. A1 Hoops on my brother Manuel H. Brother in the super chat, dropping that on your boy Blue in the super chat. Salute Blue Kings and Queens in the chat. Question for you in the chat. Why is it whenever Bud versus EJ is brought up, people become extremely emotional about borderline fanatic depending on which side of the street you on? Because they understand what this fight represents. They understand the magnitude of this fight. And see, both sides understand that your favorite fighter could lose. That's what it is. Both sides understand that both sides understand that your favorite fighter could lose. That's why. My brother Charles Edward Cheese, he said, I'm sorry, but multiple losses against top fighters means you're average. Charles Edward Cheese, my brother, I'm going to give you opportunity to take that one back. I'm going to give you opportunity to take that one back. Now, you want to stand on that one, brother? You're my brother. But I'm asking you, do you want to stand on that one? You want to rethink that one? El Review, what's going on? Octa Prince, what's going on? You want to stand on that one? Okay. Cool. So Manny Pacquiao was average? Manny Pacquiao's average? Hmm? He said, we know what multiple means. Yeah. Multiple. Manny Pacquiao has multiple losses. I know exactly what multiple means. Manny Pacquiao has multiple losses. Actually, before he became the Manny Pacquiao that you know him to be today, he had multiple knockout losses. Before he became a world champion, he had multiple knockout losses. Chick Cicerelli, what's going on? So, several losses, multiple losses, however you want to put it. Manny Pacquiao was knocked out twice before he was a world champion. So, does that make him average? And guess what? He didn't even lose to the upper echelon. He lost to guys you didn't even know who they was. Frank Navarro, what's going on? So does that make him average? B Pope, what's going on? Darren Garcia, what's going on? DJ Black Tom Chucky, what's going on? Huh, great brother? You said if you got multiple losses at the top, that makes you average. So I'm asking you, he had multiple losses, not even at the top. Does that make him average? Say how many? Listen, a loss is a loss is a loss. So now you're saying Devon Webster, what's going on? So now you're saying how many losses he has at the top level. Well, losing to the best, opposed to losing to guys that aren't good, that makes it even worse. So I don't understand your method. So if I lose to the best, that makes me average. But if I lose to guys that are not even good, that don't count, come on, bro. Where are we going with this? He was not multiple, means two means multiple, great brother. Charles Edward Cheese. Now, come on, brother. Why are you playing this game with me? Multiple. Two losses is multiple. Multiple choice means you have more than one choice. That means two. So two means multiple. So he had two knockouts before he even became a world champion. That makes multiple losses to guys you never even heard of. Okay? Then he lost to Eric Morales at the top level. Then he arguably lost to Juan Manuel Marquez at the top level. Then he lost to Floyd Mayweather at the top level. Well, I'm confused, great brother. He lost to Floyd Mayweather. He lost to Eric Morales. He lost by knockout to Marquez. He had a draw to Marquez. He lost to Eric Morales badly. He got outboxed very badly by Eric Morales in the first fight. And he was knocked out twice before he even got to that level. Great brother, what are we talking about? Charles Edward Cheese, you know better than that. Come on, great brother. Alex Naeem's brother in Super Chat. Multiple losses against top guys only means you're one of only 3 to 5 people you can't beat in the world at the weight class on that stage. Agreed. Devon Webster, what's going on? Ray Mundu Vlogs, what's going on? Stephen Baltazars, what's going on? Juan Garza, brother in the Super Chat. Dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the Super Chat. Records don't mean anything. If you constantly fight the best, you're going to win some and lose some. That's why no UFC fighter is undefeated, because they're constantly fighting the best. I agree. Emmanuel Amuro, what's going on? Frequent Fire RC, what's going on? Lil Bounce Bright, what's going on? Kenichi Bear, brother in Super Chat. Charles, what does that make Loma then, because he lost to a journeyman and a kid with like 15 fights? Agreed. He has multiple losses at the top level. Charles Edward Cheese said, bro, you can't be serious. He said A or B is not multiple. All right. He beat him, right? He beat fighters. But that's not what you said. E2 Cheat Performance. What's going on? You said if you have multiple losses, Miss Aisha, peace and blessings, Queen. You said you're Nar Flores. What's going on? If you have multiple losses at the top level, that makes you average. Now you're saying, but there is no but. If you have multiple losses at the top level, that makes you average. So Manny Pacquiao has multiple losses at the top level, and then he has losses at the bottom level. So what does that make him? Naughty Crash, what's going on? Herbert Freeman, what's going on? What does that make him? That makes him average by your method. You can't say, yeah, but he beat. Okay, Lamont Peterson beat good people too. He beat Amir Khan. Lamont Peterson beat good fighters as well. He arguably beat Danny Garcia, who was the undefeated unified champ. He beat Danny Garcia that night. He beat Amir Khan. At worst, it was a competitive fight. So the point here is, he said you had a hitch and name Khan. No, because I don't feel like going through Lamont Peterson's resume. Lamont Peterson is a good fighter. Period. He's a good fighter. Okay, so here we want to play this game. Let's play this game again. Roy Jones Jr. He beat Bernard Hopkins and he beat James Toney, right? Best two fighters he beat in his career. But then when he moved on to fight them later on at the highest level, he lost. So does that mean he's not Roy Jones? He multiple losses. Like it don't. It just is what it is. It is what it is. Period. And true or false is not multiple choice. Jason Howes, what's going on? Hoop ad, brother in super chat. Ugas beat Pacquiao, but Spence would have stopped him. If Ugas doesn't have power, Spence respect, he will be walked down all night and get stopped. I agree. Christopher Johnson, what's going on? The fact is the fact. Lamont Peterson is a good fighter. I never said he was great. He's a good fighter. I said he was a good fighter. He's a good fighter. Okay? Period. You put Lamont Peterson with anybody on Terrence Crawford's resume, and they're going to be in for a long night. I don't care who is on his resume. Period. You put Lamont Peterson in the ring with anybody on Terrence Crawford's resume, right? And it's going to be a long night. So I never said he was great. I said he was good. But he is going to, you put Lamont Peterson in the ring with Yordenis Gamboa at 140, and he's going to beat Yordenis Gamboa. Period. Period. He's going to beat Yordenis Gamboa. Believe that. It was a reason Mikey Garcia wasn't eager to fight him. It's a reason a lot of fighters ain't eager to fight him. It is what it is. Just being E, what's going on? Marcus King, what's going on? I mean, we can't. Sorry about that, people. Charles Edward Cheese, Danny Garcia is also average. Hey, Charles Edward Cheese, hey, you ain't giving nobody no love tonight, huh, bro? I can see you ain't trying to give nobody no love, huh? Leandre Guthrie Jr., brother in the super chat, dropping that duh on your boy Blue in the super chat. I like how you broke it down, Blue. Their favorite fighter can lose, makes them on the other opponent. I think that's how promoters are too. They don't want to have a belt go to the other promotion. That's why there's no fights. Yeah, and Leandre Guthrie Jr. Another thing is, you got to look at this standpoint as well, right? Another thing is this too. You got to look at this. Promoters are in competition with each other, just like the fighters are. Promoters are just like fighters. They're competing with each other as well. You understand what I'm saying? Promoters, they want to be, I'm a better promoter than he is. I got my fighter this. We do this over here. We do that over there. They not doing this. It's the same thing. They are in competition just like the fighters are. It's just unfortunate that they don't realize that Super Mac time, what's going on? It's Joe Hart, what's going on? It's unfortunate that they don't realize that they need to remove themselves out the equation because it's not about them. It's not about them. That's the problem. They make it about them. One thing you can say about Eddie Hearn, right? This is a thing you can say about Eddie Hearn that could never go. You can't not give him his credit for this. Eddie Hearn don't get along with Frank Warren, right? Smash the like button, people. Get the likes up to 1K. We should have 1K likes already. Get the likes up to 1K. We should have 1K likes already. Get the likes up, people. Get the likes up. We should have 1K likes, man. You see they playing with the numbers. They dropping people. They pushing people off because they don't want you here. They don't want you to participate. Smash the like button. Get the likes all the way up, people. We should be at 1K likes. We at 750 likes. They continuously just pushing people off by the dozens. Brian Barnes, brother in the super chat. Lamont Peterson never ducked, no fade. Can't say the same about most of your favorite fighters who are dodging through divisions. Agreed. Torian Jenkins, what's going on? One Swole, what's going on? Agreed, bro. Lamont Peterson, he fought everybody. He fought Errol Spence when nobody wanted to fight Errol Spence. K2 412, KG 412, what's going on? Nobody wanted to fight Errol Spence. Teach, what's going on? Jeffrey Greer, what's going on? That guy George, what's going on? Nobody was eager to try to fight Errol Spence. He got in the ring. Mr. 18s, what's going on? Jesus Valdez Carranza, Mike Lee, what's going on? That guy George, what's going on? He stepped up when nobody else wanted to step up and fight Errol Spence. He raised his hand and said, I'll do it. Robert Singleton, what's going on? But that gets overlooked, though. Smash that like button, people. So here we have a situation where Yordenis Ugas, Big Brother Night, what's going on? Yeah, I'm taking calls tonight. Chase the coin, what's going on? I'm going to open the phone line. So now Yordenis Ugas is in a situation where, Yordenis Ugas, he stated that he feel, he has the Cuban Greg Neal, what's going on? 13 Polo, what's going on? Midwest Dino, what's going on? You're saying 007, what's going on? Con Brook, I can't wait for that fight this weekend. And I'm calling that fight. And I can't wait. I wanted to be in the UK for that fight, but obviously, Ocampo, Algeria, what's going on? Who y'all think is going to win this one? I think Errol Spence is going to win. B. Polk, what's going on? Mike Harris, what's going on? So Yordenis Ugas is in a switch situation. Mike J, what's going on? Where Yordenis Ugas he's on an emotional high, right? Yordenis Ugas coming off of a win against Manny Pacquiao, right? Azario Israel, what's going on? He's riding an emotional high. He's very confident, right? And he's coming off of a huge win, a huge victory in his career over Manny Pacquiao, a legend. It doesn't matter, martial law, what's going on, where Manny Pacquiao was in this stage of his career on anything like that. All they know is that that's one of the biggest wins in Cuban's history, a win over Manny Pacquiao. You understand? That means a lot. You understand that? That stands for a lot. You understand? So he achieved something massive when he was a massive underdog. Hey, Weezy Bang, what's going on? Nobody expected him to win that fight. You understand? So and in the manner he dominated Manny Pacquiao. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't even a close fight. You understand? He dominated. Scheme, what's going on? Stephen Walker, what's going on? Please don't overlook him. Brown Squad Inc., what's going on? How am I overlooking him? Let me ask you a question. See, this is what I don't be understanding. Does somebody have to win and does somebody have to lose? Yes or no? Does somebody have to win and does somebody have to lose? Yes or no? Carlos Castillo, what's going on? Jay Cappy, what's going on? Nickel Bursch, what's going on? Does somebody have to lose or does somebody, and what happened? Right? So I don't understand when y'all say, oh, don't overlook him. What do you mean overlooking him? What's overlooking him? How could I overlook him? What's me overlooking him? And get the likes to 1K, people. Smash the like button. Huh? Hey, Weezy Bang. Okay. C Mac, what's going on? Hit me up on Instagram, Bluebird Sports TV, all one word. So let me ask you a question. When you say Mike Big Boxer, my brother, go subscribe to my brother Mike Big Boxer. When y'all say I'm overlooking him, how could it be possible to overlook him? I'm not overlooking him. It's a championship fight, right? I'm just giving you the logistics of the facts. The facts are he's not a big puncher. The facts are styles make fights. The facts is Errol Spence's style. Boxer Session TBS, my brother Kyle in the building. What's good with you, great brother? The facts is styles make fights. Okay? And if you don't have a certain level of skill set to fight a Floyd Mayweather, Trey Dub 234, what's going on? Or a Manny Pacquiao or Errol Spencer, Terrence Crawford, a Sean Porter. If you Paulie Malignaggi and you pillow fisted, Patrick Housenflag, he said, but Yordenis Ugas outboxed him. He outboxed Manny Pacquiao. GD, what's going on? Douglas Bronzy's 13, what's going on? Right? If you're Paulie Malignaggi and you're pillow fisted, you're not going to beat Errol Spence and Sean Porter type of style. You're never going to beat them. You know why? You have nothing to keep them honest. So guess what? Sean Porter, he moseyed right on through Paulie Malignaggi like he wasn't even in front of him. You know why? Because he don't have enough oomph, Eric Paul, what's going on, to keep a Sean Porter honest. Omar Jamal, what's going on? You understand? So it has nothing to do with overlooking anybody. And Paulie Malignaggi is a good boxer. He's a good boxer. He has good boxing skills. He has hand speed, right? He has good footwork, technique. But if you don't have the power to keep a Sean Porter, Errol Spence honest, you're in trouble. It has nothing to do with overlooking anybody. Chris Brooks, what's going on? If Errol Spence is the Errol Spence that fought these guys, that fought Kell Brook, he's in trouble because he don't have the power that Kell Brook had to keep Errol Spence honest. It has nothing to do with overlooking him. It has everything to do with just natural ability. Have you ever seen Errol Spence in the ring? Right? Now just ask yourself this question, right? Have you ever seen Errol Spence in the ring? In any situation where a guy was just outboxing Errol Spence and moving around the ring? Go ahead and tell me. Go ahead. Dorian Sankey, what's going on? King Judah, my brother, what's going on? El Rivy, what's going on? Have you ever seen, he said Ugas got more power than Paulie Malignaggi. Ugas has 12 knockouts. Paulie Malignaggi has what? 6, 4? It's a dramatic difference. Joe Hart, what's going on? Grant Highsmith, what's going on? I mean, he has 12 knockouts. How many knockouts does how many knockouts Mike Lee, what's going on? How many knockouts does Paulie Malignaggi has? I mean, is there a grave difference that we just like, yeah, man, he definitely got way more power than him? El Rivy said he don't press for knockouts because he don't have knockout power. Abdul Hamad 215, what's going on? This Ant Mo, what's going on? Craig Smooth, what's going on? Because he don't have knockout power. Every fighter throws a punch with knockout intentions. You kidding me? So you're saying he don't press for the knockout? Well, he's throwing punches to hurt you. Believe that. Gary Mosley, what's going on? Douglas Bronzy, what's going on? He's throwing punches to hurt you and get your attention. That don't mean he can. You understand what I'm saying? Elbow, what's going on? So I'm not saying Paulie Malignaggi don't press for knockouts either, if that's the case. Jesse Green, what's going on? So you think Ugas wasn't trying to throw punches to hurt Manny Pacquiao? He was just trying to outbox him? No. See, you see Ugas' style and Ugas' approach. That's who he is. You understand? Errol Spence shows you different variants of his game, like Terrence Crawford. Okay, Errol Spence show you when he want to get physical and press you and just go high guard, walk you down and put physical and mental pressure on you, like he did Kell Brook, like he did Lamont Peterson, right? Right? And he want to be a dog on the inside. Oh, he showed you he could do that. Sylvester Anderson, what's going on? Shalom. But he also showed you against Mikey Garcia and Danny Garcia, if I just want to touch you from a distance and outbox you and win on points. With Danny Garcia, obviously, he had to feel himself, work his way through it. You understand? Because of the situation. He was just getting back in the groove of things. And like he said, he wasn't 80% of himself, right? But Mikey Garcia, you had guys like Sugar Ray Leonard saying, well, he outboxed Mikey going to win just because he's Mikey and he's the better boxer. So he wanted to prove a point against Mikey. He never pressed the fight with Mikey. He never high guarded, right? He never high guarded and walked Mikey down and just threw those punches like he did with Kell Brook. He didn't do that. Paul Brown, Sylvester Stallone in 2011, what's going on? That's not what he presented himself. Jane Doe, what's going on? Right? If it came, it would have came, right? So, for instance, Terrence Crawford, when he fought Victor Postal, he dropped Victor Postal. He didn't try to close the show against Victor Postal. He just stayed. He stayed disciplined. He stayed focused. He stayed, sharp. Not going to get caught. Not going to get hurt and win the fight. If a knockout comes, it comes. Okay. The same thing he did with Jose Benavidez Jr., right? He just let the fight come to him. But you look at Terrence Crawford fight with Ugas Kavaliauskas and Sean Porter. He brought the fight to him. Kaz, what's going on? You understand? With Ugas Kavaliauskas and Sean Porter, oh no, Terrence Crawford let you know, oh, we getting ready to get physical in here. We're going to get physical in here. Oh, we're going to get physical in here for sure. So you see, Terrence Crawford could have did that. You understand? They have the ability to do that. When have you seen Yordenis Ugas present those different challenges, those different styles? Whenever you saw Yordenis Ugas, go into a fight and he's like, I'm pressing, I'm high guarding, I'm gonna put mental and physical pressure on you and get you up. You never seen that. Because he knows that's not his forte. He doesn't have those tools to do that. So he has to make it a technical, skillful contest where he's going to outbox you, time you. He hit Manny Pacquiao with clean punches. We know Manny Pacquiao went to sleep a few times. Boxing for Life MS, what's going on? Manny Pacquiao went to sleep a few times, so we know it's possible. And he's bigger and stronger than Manny Pacquiao. But guess what? That's not his forte. 50 bands, what's going on? It's not his forte. So nobody's overlooking Yordenis Ugas. It's just styles make fights. Period. Dre Finest, what's going on? C Mac, what's going on? If this was Terrence Crawford versus Yordenis Ugas, I'm going to tell you the same thing. King Judah, brother in Super Chat, man down, let's keep it 55th Street. Everybody throwing shade at Spence post-accident. Before that accident, Spence had them. Agreed. So if this was Terrence Crawford and Yordenis Ugas, I'm gonna tell you the same thing. iMac Music, what's going on? I'm gonna tell you the same thing. And the reason I'm gonna tell you the same thing is because Terrence Crawford, there's gonna come a point in time in the fight where Terrence Crawford, the light bulb is gonna go in his head. And when that light bulb go off in Terrence Crawford's head, guess what he's gonna say? Oh man, this dude can't hurt me, man. He can't hurt me. Okay, I'm not gonna. Now, obviously, he's a professional boxer. He's big and he's strong. And obviously, we have 800 people in here, and we still don't have 1,000 likes. Why don't we have 1,000 likes? P. Johnson, what's going on? Why don't we should have 1K likes. Get the likes up, people. Get the likes up, people. What is we waiting for? Get the likes to 1K. Life with Twin B. What's going on? Terrell Grace 04. Jose Villanueva. What's going on? Get the likes up. Tip O'Malley. What's going on? Get the likes to 1K. Red Hook, Brooklyn in the building, 718. Is Brooklyn in here tonight? CCS Exotic, what's going on? X Krypton, my brother, what's going on? King Brown, what's going on, my brother? So, Terrence Crawford, if Terrence Crawford fought Yordenis Ugas, it might get worse for Yordenis Ugas. Because Terrence Crawford gonna have a chip. See, Yordenis Ugas beat Terrence Crawford in the amateurs. Ralph Shelton, what's going on? If Terrence Crawford fought Yordenis Ugas, Terrence Crawford is gonna take it personally. And it might get worse. See, Superman time, what's going on? Errol Spence is gonna take his time. Terrence Crawford is gonna get him out of there. Terrence Crawford is gonna be in there so physical with Yordenis Ugas. Listen, Joan Sosa, what's going on? It might get worse. Now, he may have more opportunities against Terrence Crawford, right? Because Terrence Crawford going to open up and try to get him out of there. But I'm telling you now, Terrence Crawford at Big Joy 850, what's going on? Nathan Beckham, what's going on? Terrence Crawford is very competitive. Daryl Hatcher, what's going on? And Terrence Crawford going to look at the situation and say, man, you beat me in the amateurs and you're telling the world you did? Kavasi at Walters, what's going on? Chill the Boss, what's going on? And you're telling the world you did? Oh, yeah. Brian G, what's going on? Ain't no way ain't no way Terrence letting that get to the 12. Jesus Montez, what's going on? Ain't no way Terrence letting that get to the 12. Samuel Atkins, Cano Local Sports, what's going on? TV, what's going on? I just want to see a great fight. Me too. Me too. Jerome Hatfield, what's going on? B Fitness, what's going on? So Terrence Crawford, man, listen. P. Johnson, what's going on? So now, here's what you have to understand. This is a time where, right now, that Errol Spence, Rock B, what's going on? Is catching Yordenis Ugas, or Yordenis Ugas is catching Errol Spence at a crossroads, Windy City A. What's going on? I want y'all to understand this. Yordenis Ugas is catching Errol Spence at a crossroad time. This is the time where Errol Spence has a point to prove, people. Sir Dante Fox, what's going on? This is a time right now where Errol Spence has a point to prove. Just like Terrence Crawford would have a chip on his shoulder, Errol Spence is coming into this fight with a massive chip on his shoulder. And the reason he's coming in is because there's people saying he can't do it no more. He ain't got it no more. He don't have no power no more. The injury is going to catch up to him. He lost a step. I'm telling y'all now. That's going to leave. That's leaving Errol Spence, Bernard Byers Jr. What's going on? Marcus McCoy. What's going on? That's leaving Errol Spence with a chip on his shoulder this big as well. Y'all think he don't hear it? Y'all think he don't hear the whispers that people saying he can't do it no more? He ain't the same dude. The car accident took something out of him. Oh, that eye injury took something out of him. He can't do it no more. You think he don't hear those whispers? Oh yeah, and he knows he's one fight away from that Terrence Crawford fight that the whole world want to see. The whole world is enticed to see that fight. John Crane, what's going on? And on top of it, this is pressure on Errol Spence. If he can't drop the ball, imagine Errol Spence lose to Yordenis Ugas right now when the whole world's wanting to see and waiting to see him fight against Terrence Crawford. The whole world wants to see him fight Terrence Crawford. And everybody's going to be watching for him to pick up that belt. Right? Attack the Titan, what's going on? Here we go, somebody else. Quest, what's going on? He says you're underestimating two Ugas. You're underestimating Ugas. How am I underestimating? Attack on Titan. What's going on? Explain how I underestimated Ugas. Watch this now. A-List the Red, what's going on? He said I'm underestimating Ugas. How? How am I underestimating Yordenis Ugas? Go ahead and tell me. Go ahead. Tell me how am I under Adrian D? What's going on? Brother Charles Edward Cheese, Errol Spence is going to win by decision, though. The brother said I'm underestimating Ugas. How? Go ahead and tell us. Toby Ferguson, what's going on? Tyler Strickland, what's going on? How am I underestimating Yordenis Ugas? Go ahead and tell us. They sure didn't. No. You know when the people was aware of Yordenis Ugas when Ugas quote unquote beat Sean Porter. I think the people think this fight is too much for him. He is an excellent fighter. Let me ask you a question. Isn't there a fighter that somebody just about 90% of the fights that take place in the sport of boxing, there's a favorite and there's an underdog, right? So if that's the case, then every fight that takes place, we are underestimating the opponent, the underdog, right? Now, does that make sense? Orlando Collins, what's going on? He said, where's the super chat? It's a little money symbol where you typed in. There should be a little money symbol right there. Click on the money symbol and then you follow the steps. But, right, if that's the case, there's always somebody that's Vegas has somebody, a favorite and an underdog. Ben Davis, what's going on? Sylvester Anderson, what's going on? So if that's the case, then Hard Not Dot, what's going on? Aren't we underestimating every fighter that steps in the ring, every underdog? Great Forever, what's going on? Jane Doe, what's going on? True Gritter 402, what's going on? Moses King, what's going on? Because there's only a handful of fights that are 50-50 fights that take place. Only a handful. So if that's the case, then every fighter that's the underdog, you saying, hey, man, you underestimating this dude. There's nobody underestimating nobody. Magnum Man Inc. What's going on? Because let me show you something, right? If Yordenis Ugas didn't have a belt right now, and Errol Spence chose to fight Yordenis Ugas, you know what everybody would be saying? Larry Baldwin, what's going on? You know what everybody would be saying right now? Hey man, Errol Spence is cherry picking. Errol Spence is cherry picking. Because see, no, here's the problem. It's not that I'm underestimating Yordenis Ugas. It's that you're overvaluing at Yordenis Ugas' win over Manny Pacquiao because you're not paying attention to the fact that Manny Pacquiao's style is tailor-made for Yordenis Ugas' style. Manny Pacquiao has been outboxed. Manny Pacquiao has been outboxed on multiple occasions, badly, and had close fights with guys he shouldn't have had close fights with. So the thing here is, you look at the win over Pacquiao, and everybody is just taking the win over Pacquiao, and suddenly Yordenis Ugas is a very overly talented fighter. Where most of you people that are saying that I'm underestimating Yordenis Ugas can't even name the 4 guys he lost to, because you can't remember those fights he had. You didn't know who he was, unless you Team Ugas or hardcore boxing fan. Hard body J Timo, brother super chat. Spence is different. He will collect the WBA, snatch the WBO, give Boots a shot, then move up to 154 in that order. See, I think that if he does those 2 things, pick up the WBA, beat Terrence Crawford, if he fights Boots, it's going to be down the line at 154. He won't fight Boots at 147. Errol Spence is done for 47. These two title fights, and then Errol's gone. These 2 title fights, and then Errol is gone. Salute my brother Hardbody J Timo, brother in the super chat. Boxing Hacker, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue in the super chat. Terrence and Spence have a rivalry, but to be honest, Ugas is the most fight because Ugas is equally as technically sound as Spence. No, he isn't. No, he's not. Again, we're overstating Yordenis Ugas because of his win over Manny Pacquiao. Yes, he's technically sound. Yes, he's skillful. Yes, he comes from that great Cuban school of boxing. Yes, for sure. But Sir Davis, what's going on? But now we're saying that his skill set and his talent is on the same level as Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. When you don't believe that to be true, because again, if he didn't fight Manny Pacquiao, nobody would be saying that everybody would be saying, man, this is a cherry pick. Nobody want to see this. We want to see Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence. That's what everybody would be saying. So now suddenly we're overstating. Not that I'm underestimating. How about we're overstating Yordenis Ugas' win over Manny Pacquiao? Great win. Good win for him in his career. Magnum Man Inc., brother in the super chat. You are right, Blue. Appreciate you, great brother. But yes, it's a great win, Mr. Incredible. What's going on? But he said he's the same skill level. So he said that so he said that he's the same skill. He's more risky than each other. No, where are we going with this? Stop it. You letting the Manny Pacquiao fight misjudge you. Period. Orlando Collins, what's going on? He said super chat broken. Oh man. Donate $1 super chat, people. Just refresh the super chat. Joan Sosa, peace and blessings to you. Donate $1 to the super chat, refresh the super chat. Only $1. You only have to put $1. That seems to be the way to get the super chat refreshed. $1. Smash the like button, people. Get the likes up. Let's get the likes to 1.2K. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. So my thing here is this, right? Is that we got to relax on overstating guys. You understand what I'm saying? Because the facts of the facts is this, right? Oscar Martinez, what's going on? I truly believe that he is a good fighter. Yordenis Ugas. He's a very good fighter. But like my brother Charles Edward Cheese was saying with Lamont Peterson, he ain't a great fighter. He ain't. And I thought Sean Porter, Alex Demench, what's going on? He said this is the only super chat that breaks every day. I don't know why, man. I don't know why. Gary Chandler, what's going on? You know, I can't tell y'all. I don't know. I don't. I can't, man. I can't even in my brain. It just hurts my brain, man. Felix Mays, tap. What's going on? I can't even explain to you like, oh yeah, this is why. I don't even know why. He who greets, what's going on? I have no clue, and it's just frustrating. So it is what it is, man. It just is what it is. And the thing about it is, right? People send me text messages, screenshots of them trying to super chat, and it's not letting them. Brandon Moody, what's going on? All the time, every day. Like, yo, bro, what's good with this? What's good with this? What's good with that? Why is it not? I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't know. Magnum Inc. brother in the scuba chat. He said Crawford more risky than Ugas. Facts. There's no way Ugas is a more risky fight than them versus each other. Come on. Stop, people. Stop. Now, obviously, this is boxing. Kenneth Ping, what's going on? So anything can happen. Right? Shohei Mall, what's going on? It's boxing. So anything can happen in boxing. You understand? And John J. Doe, what's going on? You know, anything can happen in boxing. You know, on any given night. We saw Buster Douglas beat Mike Tyson. Ain't nobody expected that. You understand what I'm saying? Nicholas Bustamante, what's going on, great brother? You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, Michael Lee. Now Michael Lee can't send a super chat. Yeah, it's you know, it just is what it is, brothers. Darn Fraser, what's going on? Y'all see, we was going from 800 people to one person watching. Man, how does that happen? Come on, man. We have 800 people watching, and 10 seconds later, it says we only got one person watching. I mean, it is what it is, man. L. Rivy, brother, super chat. He said, why Haney don't do 50-50 purse with Kambosos to get the fight? Because Kambosos won the lion's share of the money. Kambosos wants to get paid like he's the A side. He claims he's the A side. Dre Finest, what's going on? And so that's how he's looking to get paid. So Kambosos don't want to do 50-50. He wants to get more money than Devin Haney. Xavier Anderson, what's going on? Boxing Hacker, brother super chat. He said, oh, yeah. He said Lipinus retired. Yeah, Lamont. I was there in attendance. That was hard to watch. That was in the DMV too. Boxing Hatcher, brother in super chat. He beat Crawford in amateurs, and he's an Olympian medalist. You might be underestimating him because of his losses. He's better than you think. No, he's just as good as I know him to be. He's not better than I think. Yes, he has a gold medal or Olympic. He has a medal in the amateurs. Sean Porter beat Oleksandr Usyk in the amateurs. Does that mean he gonna beat Oleksandr Usyk right now? Now I want you to think about that. Sean Porter beat Oleksandr Usyk in the amateurs. Do you think Sean Porter could beat him in the amateurs now? So would we say, hey man, you underestimating Sean Porter, man? He beat Usyk in the amateurs. Would you say such a thing? Keith Thurman beat Demetrius Andre in the amateurs once. Do you think he could beat him in the professionals right now? Would you say that? No, you wouldn't say that. Okay, Robson Casasio, he has a gold medal in the Olympics. Do you think he's better than Shakur Stevenson? Would you say if Shakur Stevenson and Robson Casasio were fighting right now, and I say Shakur Stevenson gonna win, would you tell me I'm underestimating Robson Casasio because he has an Olympic gold medal and he beat certain guys in the amateurs? Would you say such a thing? No, you wouldn't. No, you wouldn't. It only fits the narrative, right? When you want it to fit a guy, when you want to see either Errol Spence lose or you favor Yordenis Ugas, and that's cool. 504 top level, my brother, what's going on? And that's cool. I'm cool with that. You like Yordenis Ugas? You want to see him win? Cool. I'm all for that. But let's be realistic. Stop saying I'm not looking at his 4 losses and saying I'm underestimating. He lost 4 times. That means How could I underestimate a man that lost 4 times? He lost 4 times, so the blueprint is there for him to lose. So how could I underestimate him? No, I'm not underestimating him. I'm talking about the style matchup. That's all. Solar Screen LLC, brother, in the super chat. Much love to you. Appreciate you, brother. Styles make fights, right? So, like, we got to relax. We got to relax. Fred Mir, my brother, what's going on? We get too sensitive. We get too emotional about the sport of boxing. And man, you underestimate. No, I'm not underestimating. He lost 4 times, like you said. He lost 4 times for a reason. So when he lost, right? The fights he was favored and he lost. Was you saying, hey man, you going in this fight underestimating this guy? Come on, people. What are we talking about here? DC Dude, brother, super chat. How does Blue pick his fights to attend? No, it just had. I only picked Stanley Bailey. What's going on? Steve Travago. What's going on? The only reason I pick certain fights is depending upon what I have to do with my family. That's it. If I have things to do with my family and I can't go, then I do it on TV. You understand? Or if there's something that restrict me. Other than that, I'll be at every single fight. I don't pick and choose. My grind, y'all know my grind don't stop. So there's no such thing as me picking a fight. I don't pick a fight. I don't say I'm gonna go to this fight and I ain't going to this fight. No, I don't do that. I plan to go to every fight. It just depends upon me scheduling around. I still gotta live and I've got a wife and I got kids. So I gotta still attend to that. You understand? And y'all know the slogan, happy wife, happy life, man. So here's the thing, right? I gotta, I go on family vacations and the wife, she does all that. Hey, we go on family vacation and she ain't trying to hear no, hey, bro, I ain't doing, and unless it's just a massive, massive fight. Now she knows if there's if Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence fighting, I mean, we ain't going on vacation. I mean, it's just simple as that. You understand? So I try to pick them. All right, I could do it around. All right, this fight, man, it's a big fight, but I understand. Ben Davis, brother, super chat. People fail to realize that Ugas fought as well past his prime Manny Pacquiao. This made for a much easier fight for him. It won't be the same against Errol Spence. Yeah, and that's another thing, right? And see, I don't like to say that, Ben Davis, because we know that the fact is Manny Pacquiao has been out box. He was out the ring for 2 years, and he was 42 years old. You understand what I'm saying? We already know that, but I don't like to use that as a reason. I think that the style matchup would have been a tough matchup for Manny Pacquiao either which way. Either which way, I think it would have. Ugas' style is going to be tough for Manny Pacquiao either which way. I thought it would have always been tough for him. So why won't Haney take 40-60 split to take less to get the belts to be the driver's seat? Who says he's not? Who says he's not? Listen, Devin Haney is trying to make the fight happen with George Kambosos. Listen, people, when you have somebody that don't want to make the fight, they're gonna give you all types of hoops and hurdles that you have to overcome. You understand? Raw Fats, what's going on? They're gonna give you all types of hoops and hurdles and obstacles that you have to overcome to get to them. Johnny Player, what's going on? They don't have any intentions of fighting Danny Garcia, Devin Haney. They never had. Steve Travago, brother in the super chat, dropping that half a dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. I missed Thanksgiving dinner to see Spence versus Crawford. True story. I'm with you, brother. I'm with you. Now, I don't know where I'll be sleeping when I come back, Steve Travago, because we might have to bunk together. You understand what I'm saying? At that point in time, Steve, man, we might have to bunk together because I'm probably going to be out of a house in a bed, You dig what I'm saying? For quite some time, but it would be well worth it. OG Sean and Don, what's going on? It'll be well worth it though, Steve. You know what I mean? We get some pizza and wings every night. You know what I mean? And just chill, watch some boxing. You know what I mean? I'll give you some rent, great brother. You know what I mean? And you know, I got 5 on it. I got half on it. You know what I mean? Twin more. What's going on? you dig what I'm saying? So it's all good, great brother. But that we got that's what we family for. You dig what I'm saying? So Steve, I'm coming over, bro. I'm coming over, bro. I'm coming in, bro. I'm coming in. Successful hustle, brother in the super chat. Canelo versus De La Hoya at 140. Pac versus Mosley at 135. That's unfair. You can't ask me successful hustler Canelo versus De La Hoya at 140 because Canelo Alvarez at 140 is unrealistic. Pac versus Mosley at 135. I got Shane Mosley winning that fight by knockout. Johnny Player, what's going on? Kevin Jones, what's going on? Boxing matchup. Dwayne Freeman, my brother, what's going on? Yeah, big footprints. Yeah, man. You know what I mean? Alfred Yashirawa, what's going on? Antonio Gonzalez, what's going on? Damone Johnson, what's going on? See, you can't take that memory away from me. Once I got it, I got it. It's like seeing the truth. You understand what I'm saying? Once I get that memory and that experience, then I got it. Now, I'm gonna have to do whatever it takes to get back in good graces. You know what I mean? But missed a few fights and a few commitments and things of that nature. But hey, listen, the memory and the experience is there. That's it. You can't take that away from me. Cecil Hustle, brother. So I got Shane Mosley by knockout 135. Oscar De La Hoya versus Canelo at 154. Oscar at his prime at 154. He beats Canelo. Oscar De La Hoya is a bad dude, man. I don't think he gets enough credit for who he is and how he. And man, that dude is bad, man. And Canelo struggles going backwards. Canelo struggles with a jab, and y'all don't understand how big Oscar De La Hoya is. Y'all don't understand. Oscar De La Hoya is the same size. I want y'all to understand this. Oscar De La Hoya is the same size as Jamal Charlo, just about. Y'all may not realize how big Oscar De La Hoya is. He's about the same size as Jamal Charlo. At worst, Jamel Charlo. He's 5'11", 5'11" and a half with a 74-inch arm reach. Oscar De La Hoya is a big dude, man. If you ever seen Oscar in person, y'all never seen Oscar De La Hoya in person. Hey, listen, when Floyd Mayweather beat and Shane Mosley beat Oscar De La Hoya, okay, y'all don't understand how much credit they deserve, man. Oscar De La Hoya is huge. He's huge, people. But not only Jay Harris, 2 Real, what's going on? Not only is Oscar De La huge, but he's talented. That dude is gifted. He can move on his feet. He got fast hands. He got great reflexes. He got a great jab. He got a great chin. Man, listen, man. Oscar changed levels on you. Man, you're in trouble, bro. Mustafa Malik said, if you say so. Bro, all right, bro. You convince me more and more every day you don't watch boxing. Big Easy, what's going on? He said Jerron Ennis size. He's bigger than Jerron Ennis, bro. Big Easy. Oscar De La Hoya is bigger than Jerron Ennis, bro. You ever seen Dre Finest? What's going on? Oscar De La Hoya, I've been in the presence of both. I've been in the gym with Oscar, and I've been in the gym with Boots. He's bigger than Boots. He's bigger than Boots, people. He's bigger than Boots. Man, at 154, that's a toss-up. But Canelo at 160, 68 is, yeah, once you get to 160, 68, now it's just out of his wheelhouse. He's still a big dude, but Oscar is not. He's not a big power guy, right? So he still would outbox Canelo Alvarez at those weights. But you just accident, you slowing him down at 160, 168. So you slow him down. But man, Oscar's big, man. Oscar De La Hoya is a big dude, man. He's a big dude, man. He's a big dude, bro. And he's skilled and talented, man. Y'all need to go back and watch Oscar De La Hoya, man. He's same size as Boo Boo Andrade. Yeah, exactly. Yes. He and Andrade are the same size. Right. But Oscar had fast hands, boy. And Oscar put the combinations together, and he's accurate. And he a dog. Man, you listen, man. Look how late in his career he gave Bernard Hopkins a run for his money. That wasn't no easy fight for. Go watch the Bernard Hopkins Oscar De La Hoya fight. Go watch that fight again. That ain't no easy money. DC dude, brother, back in the super chat. Did you used to box? What's your sports story? Yeah, I used to box, man. I never participated in boxing because as every kid in my generation, we chose football. You know what I mean? I chose football, man. Eric Baker, what's going on? Played football, man. I love football, man. Uh, uh, I had tryouts with professional teams, Dragons, uh, all types of things, man. And just concussions derailed me. I wish I would have chose boxing. I truly wish I would have chose boxing, but I didn't. And guess what? Yeah, Mustafa Ali, I coach. I train people. I could train. I could coach. I could do all that, man. I love boxing. Queen's Pure, what's going on? I live with professional boxers, all types of stuff, man. But nonetheless, I didn't take boxing. I didn't not as a profession. I wasn't me. I wanted to play football, and I attempted that lane. I took that lane, and hey, man, it is what it is. It ain't nothing I could do about it. I tried. I gave it. I tried my hand and my time. And Dennis Sterling, what's going on? And it is what it is. So it is what it is. L. Adam, what's going on? So yeah, football became everything to me, man. I know football just as much as I know boxing. Y'all may not realize that. Boy, I know X and O's in football like the back of my hand. It's hard for me to watch. I could tell you a play. My kids, my family, they could tell you this. I could tell you plays. I could tell you times. I could tell you game situations. Man, I was so indulged in football. It's not even funny. I could tell you where the ball going before it's even hyped. Every single time. Unless sometimes it's a fake and things of that nature. But for the most part, I can pretty much tell you just about everything that's going to happen. I told my son yesterday watching the Super Bowl, I said, listen, if when the Bengals scored that last touchdown, I said they need to score another touchdown or another field goal. If they get another point on the board, 1-2, what's going on? If they get a field goal or if they get a touchdown, the game is over. It was 9 minutes left in the game. I told my son that. They never scored again. And the Rams came down and scored one time and ended the game. Had the Bengals had another score on the board, they had multiple opportunities. Had they had another score on the board, a field goal would have only allowed the Rams to tie it up. They already was in field position in 2 plays to kick a field goal. They had one of the best field goal kickers in the game. They would have won the game on that point. And if they would have got a touchdown on one of those drives, the offensive line was horrible for the Bengals. Horrible. Man, he went 4 drives where he couldn't even get a pass off. He couldn't even get a pass off. Man, that was horrible, man. And so that cost him the game, period. When he had time to get the ball off, it was easy work. He was just, but when he couldn't get the ball off, it was just is what it is. But I told my son, in that last drive for the Bengals, they didn't get nothing out of it. I told him. I told my son and everybody here in the house. I said the Bengals gonna lose now. Because the Rams gonna get the ball and they're gonna get in a rhythm and wear out the clock. And that's exactly what they did. Kim a 4509. Aaron Donald. Yeah, Aaron Donald's very good, man. He's overrated. He's very good. And when I say let me not say he's overrated. He's he's very good, but when they say he's the best defensive player ever, man, do you ever watch Reggie White? You ever watch Derrick Thomas? You ever watch Lawrence Taylor? Scampy, Boston Boy Nation, what's going on? Man, please. He's by far not the best defensive player ever. You ever watch Ray Lewis get 20 tackles in a game? Come on, man. Come on, man. That's just when people say that, especially when Shannon Sharp says that, I just be like, bro, what are you talking about? Did you watch Warren Sapp disrupt games? Did you watch Deion Sanders? Did you watch Ray Lewis? Did you watch Lawrence Taylor, Reggie White? Come on, brother. And he played against these dudes. That's what you know what? It just be like, I'll be like, what are you talking about? DP Rocker, what's going on? What are you talking about? Man, this dude is the greatest defensive player ever. What? You lined up against Reggie White, brother. Reggie White. Man, come on, man. Yeah, he's the best D tackle right now. He ain't even the best defensive player right now in the league. Man, oh boy, TJ Watt in Pittsburgh and Nick Bosa. Bro, are you watching what they're doing? Come on, man. Warren Sapp was better than Aaron Donaldson. They ain't even close to me. Just watch Warren Sapp disrupt games? Come on, man. And bigger? Man, come on, man. But anyway, back to boxing. So, with that said, you know, Yordenis Ugas is riding the high. But what Yordenis Ugas, Jay Johnson, what's going on? And the fans are not realizing, Antonio Gonzalez, what's going on? Is that Errol Spence is on a mission. Sapp had better help. When? Do you remember when Ron Sapp came in the league? He developed better help later on. He didn't come in the league with better help. The Bucks was horrible. That's how they even got Warren Sapp. What are we talking about? He got Simeon Rice and those dudes down the line. He didn't have them. He didn't come out the gate with those dudes. Came out the gate when they was wearing the creamsicle uniforms. They was horrible. El Bay Wasaz. Have a great night, great brother. So anyway, you know, Alex Nines, what's going on? Charles Haley was very good. So when you look at it from this standpoint, Derrick Thomas was amazing, man. Amazing. Man, you know who was going to be, this is the last football thing, but you know who was going to be our all-time great, but couldn't help? Man, Aldon Smith. That dude was a freak. He was a freak. Javon Curse, man, that dude was amazing, man. Aldon Smith was amazing, man. He just, Javay, what's going on? He just completely, that's wow, bro. Talk about wasting your career. That is the ultimate career wasted. That was the ultimate. P-Dub, yeah, Patrick Willis. It's my dude. Coach Joe, Roll Boy, Florida. What's going on? Patrick Willis was one of my all-time favorite NFL players. Patrick Willis. P-Dub. Yes, he was. But Aldon Smith, man, that dude just talking about just destroying your career. Amazing, man. That was amazing, man. But anyway, back to this football. So, yeah, I need y'all to get the like. I don't know how we don't even have 1.1K likes. We should be at 1.3. We don't even have 1.1. Get the likes to 1.2K right now, people. Get the likes to 1.2K. Smash the like button. What is we doing? Get it to 1.2K. Smash it. And once again, y'all know March 12th, your boy Blue will be in Oakland, California. I'll be doing an event, ppv dot blkprime.com. Go support it. Go subscribe to it. I will be commentating, working with Street Beefs in Oakland, March 12th. So I'll be out there. Need y'all to support it. My brother Charles Edward Cheese said, Blue, if you were building a team, would you be more offensive minded or defensive minded? Would you choose good defensive line or offensive line? Oh, that's a great question. That's a great question. But I'm going defense first. I feel like defense wins championships. But I'm going defense and I'm going offensive line. If I had to go back and forth, I'm going defense, then offensive line. Defense, then offensive line. I want to build up that old line. You could find running backs. Nicholas Bustamante, yes. Michael James 616, what's going on? You could find running backs. Then I want a tight end that's versatile, could block and catch and run. And then obviously you need a quarterback. And receivers for my style of play, big body receivers. Because I believe dink and dump and wear the defense down is more efficient than just spreading the ball out and just trying to just zip up and down the field. If you wear defense down, right? Oh boy, once they wore down, they down. That's it. They ain't getting back up. Dre finds his brother in Super Chat. He said, "Hey Blue, do you remember Big John McIntosh? Yeah, a beast. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, great brother. Hey, Dre Finest, you know who was one of my favorite players? Hardy Nickerson. King Judah, brother in Super Chat. Ravens have the next Javon Curse, ODF, or we remember the name. Yeah, I like that dude, man. I think he's gonna be I think he's definitely gonna be a problem for sure. For sure. Teron L. Smith, brother in Super Chat. Much love to you, brother. Hey, remember Hardy Nickerson, man? Hardy Nickerson, man. Yeah. Hardy Nickerson was that dude, man. El Dragon. That was his nickname. Hardy Nickerson. Loving Now Gaither, what's going on? He said, Blue, what about primetime Deion Sanders? Oh, it's the greatest corner to ever lace him up. It's not even close. El Dragon. Hardy Nickerson. Yeah, that's my guy. I always wish that they kept Hardy Nickerson and Derek Brooks together, but then he started getting injured and it was all she wrote. He got injured and that was it. Teron L. Smith, brother, back in the Super Chat. Freeney and Mathis. Yeah, they was fast, boy, coming off the edge. Hey, Dwight Freeney used to give Jonathan Ogden all types of problems, boy. Jonathan Ogden was arguably one of the greatest offensive or left tackles, if not the greatest left tackle ever. And boy, he couldn't, man, Dwight Freeney used to just it was like he wasn't even out there. Jawan Moore, what's going on? Oh, I used to be like, yo, this dude, John Ogden is a first ballot Hall of Famer. And boy, he used to just it was like Ogden wasn't even in front of Freeney, man. Devon Webster, brother Super Chat, what you think about Mekhi Parsons, Blue? Man, that dude is that dude is physically gifted, man. Sideline to sideline. Marcel Navarro, what's going on? He is a wow, man. Darius Kessler, what's going on? Am I a Raven fan? Don't do me like that. El Jalil Sawad, what's going on? Summer Bradford, what's going on? No, I'm a Slick T, what's going on? I've been a 49er fan since 1982, brother, and it ain't gonna change. It ain't never gonna change, brother. Red and gold. Niner, baby. Niners. Juan Julian Boxer, what's going on? So, let me open the phone lines. Get the lights up to 1.2K. Open the phone lines. I want to get y'all opinion on this. Let's make it quick. Is Errol Spence going to beat Yordenis Ugas? Is Yordenis Ugas guaranteeing victory? saying Errol Spence. This is another thing, right? A lot of people are starting to say Marquis Cole, what's going on? Corey Landry, what's going on? A lot of people are looking at Yordenis Ugas said because he had so much success against southpaws. But the southpaws he's been facing, he's been bigger than all those southpaws. This southpaw, he don't have the advantage. He has a disadvantage against Errol Spence Jr. Okay, he had the advantage against every other southpaw. He don't have an advantage against Errol Spence Jr. He don't have a size advantage. He don't have an arm reach advantage. He don't have a physical strength advantage over Errol Spence Jr. He's at a disadvantage against Errol Spence Jr. So, and he doesn't have much power. And yes, that straight right hand for a southpaw, not sure said he's gonna jab the eye all day. Okay, good try. Can't wait to see it. Dre Fine, his brother in the super chat, he said Lester Hayes, Dick Buckus, Jack Lambert. That was football. Yes, sir. Nah, man, they was using all types of stickum, man. That stickum was ridiculous, bro. The stickum was outrageous, bro. Like, bro, come on. Julius Young, what's going on? Robbie Johnson, what's going on? It was dripping off their hands, bro. That's just ridiculous. But no, they were some physical dudes back then, boy. EJ by third round. By 3 rounds. Okay, you got him winning by 3 rounds. Summer Bradford, what's going on? Charles Edward Cheese. If it goes the distance, I got EJ winning by at least 5 rounds. He's going to be I expect him to be so physical and so assertive. He's going to pressure you. He's going to make Ugas. Ugas is going to fight going backwards. Now, if Errol Spence come in there and he's trying to box like he did Danny Garcia and he's boxing like he did Mikey Garcia, then Ugas is going to win some rounds. You understand? Curtis Robinson, appreciate you. Johnny True Stanley, what's going on? If Errol Spence comes in and he's moving around and he's boxing and he's doing then he's playing in the Ugas hands, and that's Ugas' game, and he'll give Ugas. Now you can't just go in there and try to outbox Ugas. You got to use your physical advantages. Not saying he can't, but why do it? You understand what I'm saying? Greg Ramsey, brother in super chat. What up, Blue? Spence will stop Ugas in 9 or 10. I have it a 9th round stoppage myself. Will North America Group, what's going on? Spence in 7. I think Spence wins, but by 2 rounds. Yeah. Pull up, boy. What's going on? King Judah, brother in super chat. Lynn Swann is the most underrated wide receiver in history. Dude was smooth as good as any of the greats. Nah, not in my book. Lynn Swann is never underrated. Huncho 2-time. What's going on? Lynn Swann was never under, man. He's one of the greatest, man. Lawrence Jackson Jr., what's going on? B Pope, what's going on? His route running, his smoothness. Ooh-wee. Lynn Swann come in and out. His breaks so smooth. Successful also, what's going on? Who's got short arms? People forget his arms are only 2 inches longer than Tank. Exactly. He has very short arms and he doesn't have a lot of power. And that's the problem. When you don't have a lot of power and you have short arms, he has to work hard to get to Errol Spence. He's going to have to work hard to get on the inside of Errol Spence. And so, that too is going to play a major part that people just don't pay attention to. You understand what I'm saying? From
what's up, man?
Who that?
Ronell, bro.
What's going on with your great brother?
Not much, bro. Not much. Yeah, I was listening to the brother earlier. I thought the thing was blocked. I sent like 3 super chats earlier. It never pop up in the top.
Oh, it didn't pop up? Yeah, man. That's what they do. That's what they do to your boy Blue, man. Big Texas Clayton Smith, Vernon Starr, what's going on? They do that to your boy Blue, bro.
Yeah, they playing with you, man.
Yeah, it's all good, bro.
We need to start sending to the cash app so they can stop taxing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But it's all good.
They say I only get $40 of that anyways.
Yeah.
He lining their pockets like they damn, like they ain't getting enough already.
It's a fact, man. It's a fact.
Yeah, but I got two things I'm gonna speak on that's cool though.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Earlier, Charles Edward Cheese, when he was talking about the fighters that lost multiple fights.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to I was telling him, what about Tyson? Tyson went there. Tyson lost multiple fights. You know what I'm saying? Lennox Lewis, like iron sharpens iron. I mean, you never know how good you can be. Like Lennox Lewis lost the Rock mine, come right back and knock his butt back out, and he lost McCall, come right back. You know, like sometimes any given night, it's just not your night. You know, but you know the best. I mean, Ali took losses. You know, everybody can take a loss now, but that's being great. If you're not trying to test yourself, if you cherry picking everything, you're not trying to test yourself, then you never know how great you can be. And Lamont Peterson, that boy was a dog, man. They told us about how him and Floyd was sparring for the Zaz Judah fight. And Floyd was calling this one, he was pretty boy Floyd. This ain't when he was Money Floyd, he was pretty boy. This when he was letting them hands go. And they said the first round he was talking all that junk to him. And they said Virgil Hunter and Lamont brother
No, you talking about Barry Hunter and Anthony Peterson.
Yeah, Barry Hunter and
Ant Peterson. Ant Peterson.
Yeah, they were sitting there talking about, all right, you better watch it. They said at the end of the second round, Floyd wasn't talking no more. You know how Floyd talked to you the whole sparring match. He talked to you while he beating on you. They said Floyd was quiet, boy. They said that boy got a hold to him like around the second, third round. And they said the rest of that sparring match, Floyd wasn't saying nothing. That boy was digging in with him. They said Peterson and Spence gave Floyd his best work out there now. Spence ain't around the time, though. I'm just talking about like of the gym stories. You know, they say Peterson and Spence are two of the people that gave him some of his top work, though. But yeah, Spence was a dog. I mean, Peterson was a dog. But what I was saying, when you fight a guy like Errol Spence, when you put yourself up there into that situation, fights like that take a lot of out of you. Like the punishment that Lamont Peterson took, like that's systematic destruction right there, man. Like fighters that fight Earl ain't the same no more. Look at Mikey Garcia. Like Lamont Peterson, Mikey Garcia, like they shells of themselves after they fight that man. Like, you know, anytime that's like when you got a pit bull and he get beat sometimes, man, he don't want to scratch no more. Like they broke it. Like you can break a fighter now. Like sometimes you in there and you just see how bad you got beat, and like that sticks with you sometimes. Get gunshot, like a bad beating, and that's why the dude stopped the Lamont Peterson was Spence. He loves Peterson. He couldn't take this man taking all that punishment, man. And that punishment stays with you, man. That's why you got to stop that. That's why people got to throw in that power early. You know, they stop the fighters from getting a long-lasting hurt. And that Casamayorga guy and all them, Rolly Romero, they all talk about Ugas is gonna be easy pickings and everything. All right. See, Spence is a destroyer now. Y'all forget this man was the body snatcher now. Now you think it's all easy peasy until you get hit. When that first one ran, that's when Ugas' whole mind was realize what type of situation he in. And can't nobody save you when it's just you and him in the ring together. Like it's all like they say, it always looks good from the outside. When you inside that ring, boy, it's a whole different ball game. When it's just you and him. And that man got a lot to prove. He said he about to go back to steamrolling people. And he been in a long training camp too. He been training for about daggone 3 months already. So when Ugas get here, man, like I told you he going down in 5 or less. I already took the over and under. I put 400 on the under 6. I got it under 6 rounds. He gonna hit Ugas with something. Ugas ain't been in there with a big puncher yet. He ain't been in there with somebody that's big enough to just break him down.
That's what I was saying. He's used to having the advantage.
Yeah, like everybody's big dogs, they meet the big dog. You know what I'm saying? Like you the man where you from till you meet the man from where everybody's from. Like I'm telling you, man, like, hey, and that's a rude awakening, boy, when you get in there and you hit the man with your best shot and he just look at you, it ain't even backing him up. You trying to walk this man down and he's standing there and he's starting to walk you back down. And then that's when you hear the term, you got the fight knocked out of him. Yeah, when he see he doing all this and then ain't facing that man and that man hit him with a and knock that fight out of him, and then that man know this gonna be a short night. This gonna be a short night. He knows it's gonna be short.
Yeah, and that's my thing. It's like he doesn't have the longest arms, but he's big and he's strong and he's technically sound.
Yeah, that's what I don't get. He's so strong, but it don't relate to touch power though. Like where's your punch power at, man?
Yeah,
where's the punch?
He's just a pure boxer. You know what I mean?
Nah, but though that's what I always wondered. Like, you know, you see people that's strong and everything, but they can't hit worth for nothing. Like, what? Like, I never understood that. Even when I used to box, like, what the hell is your power at? Like, you know, you're strong, but you ain't throwing nothing. Like, where's your pop? Like, some people just strong and ain't got that pop to them. Like, they ain't got that pop.
Right.
So, you know, Errol got them slave hands, man. That them daggone that young country strength, bro. Like he breaks stuff down. And now what I'm hearing from the trainers, they saying that, you know, he always had that axe cutting strength, but now they say he got some pop on it now. And see, Errol ain't never been a big pop. You know, he had that technical breaking down with accumulation. He had that accumulated power.
Yeah, he overwhelms you. He puts a lot of. That's what I was saying. You know, in this fight, right? He's gonna overwhelm Yordenis Ugas for the first time in Ugas' career. Errol Spence, if I'm expecting Errol Spence to come in and be the Errol Spence, you know, that fought Kell Brook.
Oh yeah, he like a river. Like the river goes through the Grand Canyon. Remember how the river just erodes away, and then after a while you just got this big ass canyon. Because it's that power going over and over, and he got the perfect punch placement. They already show how Errol he hit that same spot over and over and over. Like his punches, when he be boxing, his punches he always connects with the same spot. And you know, after a while, that started breaking it down, wearing it down. Yeah, so he might not have the pop like Keith Thurman and all them, but he has power. He has heavy hands. And like you said, he got that accumulation power, like where it just keeps coming and coming and coming, like you keep hitting a hammer with a nail. The nail finally drove through it. But now they saying not only does he still have that power, but they say now he got that pop with it now. And if that's true, that's gonna make this a whole dangerous situation right there, because I already felt like he had all the tools to be one of the best. But now you're telling me he got some pop to go with that daggone. Nothing like put the subwoofers to the speakers now. He already had the speakers, but now you got the subwoofers with it too. It's a party now. It's a party. I just can't wait till the fight comes, man.
And that's what I said. Like he's going to look to overwhelm. If the Errol Spence that shows up from the Kell Brook fight, Ugas is in trouble. He just don't have the power to keep him honest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't have nothing to get him up off of, because like I said, the first round, Spence gonna see that he can't hurt him, and that's the worst thing to do. If a person feels like you can't hurt them, they can throw caution to the wind and just eat time, man. Like, man, you can't hurt me. I done took your best shot. Now they gonna eat. And the more they eat, the weaker you about to get. Because when he's putting this pressure and pounding on you, your body breaking down. You about to lose all your strength and all that going down. And after a while, either Captain Mayor gonna stop it, or your body gonna stop it. But you was the bully on these little guys. Now you got somebody your size that hits hard.
Mm-hmm.
Like he ain't never been hit with nothing like this. Man, he's about to feel it.
Mm-hmm. And the way he go to your body, it's different.
Yeah,
Man.
this body snatcher, he gonna take your wind away from you. See, that's the problem with fighting Errol Spence though. Like Errol Spence, he's technically sound. And he knows, like they say defense wins championships, body snatching wins championships. Because when you put in that early work to the body, that thing pays off dividends at the end, man. That takes a person gas, take their power away, it takes their endurance away. After a couple rounds, they have a person gas. You can't do that without that.
Mm-hmm.
That's sound body work. That's what they used to preach. Put it in the body. Invest in that body early.
Yeah, because
invest in that body.
Yeah, it takes your legs away.
Yeah, takes away everything. Takes away your wind, your legs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it takes away your power, your clenching.
Mm-hmm.
Takes away everything.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you got to invest in Earl. One of the best ever in body snatching.
Mm-hmm.
One of the best ever.
Yep.
But yeah, I ain't about to hold it up too long, man. I know there's other people that want to comment. And I want to hear other views too. But yeah, I got it. I got 400 on less than 6.
Yes, sir.
Over and under less than 6.
Can't wait, man. It's gonna be epic.
I can't either. That's gonna pay. It's gonna pay like 3 times the weight. So I need that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right,
great brother.
Support, hate, love, like, subscribe, and comment.
Yes, sir.
I'm not.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right. Greg Ramsey, brother in Super Chat. Sapp and Brooks came in the league together. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. But Warren Sapp was the more highly talented player. Devon Webster, brother in Super Chat. Boxing loses so many potential greats to football and basketball. Oh, that's a fact, especially in the heavyweight division. Ben Davis, brother in the Super Chat, said, I'm with you, Blue 49ers till the end. Sink or swim. I'm with you. I'm with them. I'm never jumping ship. Facts. We can't. We can't, great brother. Mr. Miyagi, West B-Mo. What's going on, great brother?
Call from.
What's going on, great brother? What's your name? Where you calling from?
Devontae Pickett from Richmond, Virginia.
Salute to VA, the DMV in the building.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. How you doing, Blue?
I'm good. I'm good, great brother. How you feeling?
I'm good. I'm telling you, man, it's like talking to a celebrity talking to you, bro. But
oh man, I appreciate
you.
You.
To the point, man.
Yes, sir.
Like, I get to the point. So I don't think that that Spence will just walk through Ugas. Like I heard some people saying he's gonna stop Ugas in 6 rounds, 5 rounds, or whatever. I don't think he's gonna walk through him. I do think he'll beat him. But I think Ugas is gonna fight him in spots. I think he's gonna pick his spots. I think he's gonna bang sometimes. He'll move around the ring sometimes. And then I just don't think Errol. He ain't gonna have enough. It's just gonna be enough punches there for him. The way Ugas will move around the ring to be able to catch him, to stop him.
Mm-hmm.
I think he'll get a UD. I think he'll get a unanimous decision, though.
Mm-hmm. So my thing is saying it is this, right? Ugas doesn't have very fast feet. He's flat-footed.
Okay.
His style is flat-footed, right? He had a flat-footed style. Yordenis Ugas is, he uses a basic 1-2. You saw that's why the game plan for Sean Porter was to move because he can't move, right? He's bigger than Sean Porter. He's more technically sound than Sean Porter. You would say he's more skilled than Sean Porter. Sean Porter is the better athlete. So Sean Porter has faster hands. Sean Porter has his stamina is great. You know what I mean? So what happens here is that Sean Porter's game plan was, if you go back and listen to Sean Porter and Kenny Porter, they said he can't move around. He can't catch up to us. So why are we going to stand there and change for him? You know what I mean?
Right.
He don't have that skill set. And so their game plan was to get in and get back out. Get in and get back out.
So what made that fight so close? Then
Yeah. So what happens with that Sean Porter fight is that Sean Porter fought a fight that we're not accustomed to seeing him fighting. So it's just like this, right? Gervonta Tank Davis didn't knock it down or knock out Isaac Cruz. He lost. You understand what I'm saying? Sean Porter didn't fight in the manner we used to seeing him fighting. He lost. You understand what I'm saying? No, he didn't lose. It was a close fight. I think Sean Porter made it close. I think Sean Porter was going through the motions because he already had the fight was already set with him and Errol Spence. All he had to do was win. Right. So, I think he was already looking past Ugas. I don't think he was very motivated for the fight, and I feel like he was going through the motions. Just like they said, the game plan was just to, get in, get out, win on points, and get out of there. That's not Sean Porter's style. His style is to outwork you, to overwhelm you, to just put pressure on you physically, mentally, for every second or every minute, every round, just press you. That's his style. He didn't do that. Right? He bounced in, bounced out, bounce in, bounce out, bounce in. And because that's not his game plan, that's not who he is, right? It gave Ugas more opportunities to have more success. So it made a close fight. I still watching it, and I thought Sean Porter won the fight. I just thought he only won by a round or two. You know what I mean? And it's because Sean Porter didn't get physical. He didn't press the fight. He didn't push the fight. So he tried to outbox the boxer. You understand?
Right.
And so at times his timing, because he wasn't very motivated, right? So at times, you look at that fight. You ever saw Sean Porter fight like that? There's nothing Ugas did because we know Ugas ain't a big puncher. So why would Sean Porter just decide I ain't gonna press him? That's because that was the game plan. This dude don't have the footwork to do it. So make it easy for ourselves. Let's get in and get out, and get to this Errol Spence fight.
And I think he might have thought that in that fight he could do the same because he did that to Danny Garcia. He danced circles around Danny Garcia.
Right, but even with Danny Garcia, right? He pressed him at times, right? He didn't press Ugas at all. It's like he was just bouncing in and out. He looked like he was confused at times. He was just just moving and just, you know what I mean? So it was uncharacteristic of Sean.
I feel like Ugas in the ring, like when Ugas get in the ring, like he physically looked like he got the power. I don't know why he not striking dudes like that.
Tim Bradley looked like he got power too when he in there.
He did, yeah. Tim Bradley was a big dude too. Yeah, you're right about that.
and he ain't got no power.
Yeah. No, you're right about that, man. But man, it was definitely good talking to you, man. I'm a huge fan of yours, man. And,
hey, we don't got fans, great brother. We family.
Family. I like that, dude.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you. 100%.
You already know, great brother.
Yes, sir.
All right. Yeah, Sean Porter fought out of character. Whole fight.
Call from.
What's going on, great brother? What's your name? Where you calling from?
222. What's good, Blue?
Deuce. What's shaking with you?
Oh man, trying to stay up, man. Just want to chime in real quick on the fight.
Yes, sir.
Man, I feel like, Spence is gonna have the point to prove in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
Ugas beating a legend and Manny Pacquiao still in that fight from Spence. The way it went down, I feel like Spence is gonna come in there really trying to prove a point.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I feel like the fight is gonna be fought in the middle of the ring. If Spence, Spence fight, stay behind that jab, keep poking him with that stick, it'll be easy night. But coming off an injury, knowing that Ugas is a champ too, beating a legend like Manny Pacquiao, I feel like Spence gonna try to take the fight to Ugas, and that might backfire on him. I ain't gonna say he's gonna lose, but he's gonna get touched.
Mm. Yeah, and that's the thing. I think that too, right? That's what I was saying, right? That Errol Spence being aggressive and looking to be physical, he's going to get touched, just like he did with Kell Brook fight. But that's okay for him because the end game is him to stop you. Because eventually, when Errol Spence presses you like he did Kell Brook, every second of every minute of every, you go back and watch that Kell Brook fight, man, he wasn't letting Kell Brook breathe, right? And Kell Brook was having a lot of, and Kell Brook is just as big and strong as Errol Spence is, you know. And Kell Brook was catching him, boom, boom, stopping him in his tracks at times. But can you keep that up for 12 rounds? You know what I'm saying?
In fact, and you know, that's a perfect example because when we think about the Kell Brook fight, you know, arguably, you know, with the exception of the close, you know what I'm saying, decision with Sean Porter, that probably was Spence's toughest fight. That was one of his ugliest fights. I feel like one of his lackluster, I'm not gonna say lackluster performance because styles make fights. Kell Brook is a tough out for anybody. Anybody. We've seen that against Terrence Crawford up until the eye socket got broken. You know what I'm saying? So he's a tough matchup for anybody. And then you're looking at this Cuban. You're looking at Ugas. We already know what the Cubans bring to the table. He gonna be there all night. This dude, I hear people talking about Spence gonna stop him. For one, Spence ain't stopped nobody in the last couple fights. You know what I'm saying? And not only that, Ugas ain't never been stopped. Ugas ain't never been stopped.
Yeah, you know, Errol Spence hasn't stopped the people in a while, right? But you got to look at his approach in those fights, right? Look at his approach with the fight with Mikey Garcia.
That's what I was gonna speak of.
Right? He went through the motions with Mikey Garcia, right? He just outboxed him. He never high guard, walked Mikey down like he did Kell Brook, Chris Algieri, Lamont Peterson. He never even attempted to do that. Right? He was jumping back and jabbing and, you know, just he was finessing against Mikey. And Sean Porter, you know, he's durable. Even Terrence Crawford got the stoppage. That's because Kenny waved the white towel, right? But even Sean Porter said I was far more hurt against Errol than I was against Terrence Crawford, right? So Terrence Crawford didn't knock him out, and Danny, you know, there was 14-month layoff. You know what I mean? He said he was only 80% of himself, so it was more just.
And you know what, big brother, and you know, just to jump in there real quick, I feel, you know, a man could say we just seen Sean Porter say some contradicting stuff these last 2 weeks. Okay, I'm not, you know, he could say that. Okay, well, he feel like he was in more danger or feel more hurt by Spence. But check this out. Going back and looking at the replay, Crawford had him wobbled. He was down there on that ground for a minute. You know what I'm saying? I mean, when Spence dropped him, Love hit the canvas, popped back up. When Crawford put him down, he had to sit down there and think about it. And I think Kenny, being this dude's pops, being his trainer all his life, he know his fighter. He know he was hurt. And I feel like if they had to let that fight go on, Crawford would have knocked Crawford would have knocked, you know, knocked my guy out, man. You know, I mean, so you know, he could say that, but you know, a picture don't lie. You know, it looked like he was far more hurt by Crawford than Spence.
Well, you got to look at it too. You go back and watch those two knockdowns. When he knocked down the first time, he popped right back up. He didn't sit there. The second time when he got knocked down, he sat there because he was frustrated and he started pounding the canvas. So it wasn't that he was.
He stumbled a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like he looked wobbled to me. You know, and you know how it is, man. You know, if you get dropped, you know, your first thought is to get back to your feet. You know, he didn't have that. You know, he looked like he was hurt. You know, and the way that it was stopped, you know, it seemed like his trainer also knew he was hurt. But you know, it's a difference of opinion. But you know, I will say.
Hold on 1 second, great brother. Charles Edward Cheese, have a great night, great brother. Go ahead, great brother.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But back to Ugas, I mean, He gave Porter everything he could handle. A lot of people feel like he won that fight.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't really hear a lot of people talking about that. You know, when I go back and look at it, I had Ugas edging it out. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I heard what you said with the last caller. Maybe he went in there, you know what I mean, trying to coast his way to a big payday with Spence.
Yeah, it was him. I mean, when have we ever seen Sean Porter fight like that? You know, he didn't even attempt to press the fight at all. You know, like, and he said the game plan was to just get in, get out, you know, get in, get back out, you know, just, you know, rack up some points and get onto this Errol Spence fight. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, the thing is that we're not used to seeing Sean Porter fight in that manner. So we're just conditioned as human beings. When there's something out the ordinary, we're like, oh man, it must have been you lost. You understand what I'm saying? Or we're gonna give Ugas the benefit of the doubt because we're not used to seeing Sean fight like that. You see what I'm saying? So
Right,
and
no doubt about it.
there's a close round. You're gonna say, yeah, Ugas got that round because you're not used to seeing him perform like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so,
right, and you know, to back to Ugas, I feel like Sean, you know, he played it safe, no doubt. Like we said, styles make fights,
mm-hmm.
and he came out there fighting a different style. Yeah, no doubt about it. But Ugas, and we look at the you know, the fight against Pacquiao, this was the first time in the last few fights that we had the chance to see Ugas against the southpaw. He looked very impressive against a southpaw. You know, so Errol Spence coming in there as a southpaw, coming off the injury, I feel like he's gonna come in there, you know, with a point to prove, and you know, yeah, I feel like he might get touched, man. Like I said, I don't think he's gonna lose the fight because he's a veteran, he's smarter than that, you know, and if he start getting touched too much, you know they still got that safety net to stick that stick out there and just dance all night.
Well, the thing is, right? With Ugas and Manny Pacquiao is that he has a size advantage over Pacquiao, and Manny Pacquiao has always struggled with PO boxes. Always, you know, when you basic, he didn't do nothing special. Basic 1-2, jab. Manny Pacquiao had no answer for his jab. As he ain't have an answer for Eric Morales' jab. He ain't have a answer for Floyd Mayweather's jab. You know, it's not the first time he struggled with a jabber. And Ugas stayed disciplined for 12 rounds. You know what I mean? And you got to keep in mind that Manny Pacquiao ain't fighting 2 years. He's 42 years old. You know what I'm saying? Those things matter as well. You know, and then for him to go in there with a guy that's a stylistic matchup, even if he was very active. If Manny Pacquiao fought 3 times that year and fought Ugas, he was going to struggle because of the style. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. You know, and I feel like that's something that we wasn't accustomed to seeing out of Ugas. You know, him standing behind that jab.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It really staying disciplined. You know, I mean, he showed something different. You know, to a lot of people. You know, and I really agree with you, man.
And so this is the thing, right? When he fights Errol Spence, and granted, I'm talking about Errol Spence that fought Kell Brook. You know what I'm saying? Not Errol Spence. Even the Errol Spence that fought Mikey and Danny and Sean, they'll win the fight. But I just think that it'll be, like you said, it'll be more of a chess match, more of a decision type of fight. But if he comes in the fight that I expect him to come in, like he fought Kell Brook, Ugas' jab is going to be null and void because he's going to high guard and he's going to walk him down. So Ugas will be hitting his forearms, his gloves. You know, the jab is going to be null and void. If Ugas want to control it, what Kell Brook did was throw the hook around Errol's jab, around his eye guard.
Yes, he did.
Right? But Kell Brook got power. You see what I'm saying?
And that's his claim to fame.
Right.
Throwing that looping hook.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And then another thing I want to point out is the reach advantage. You know, for one, Errol is taller.
And longer.
And with a 4-inch reach advantage. You know, now if I'm his corner man, I'm telling Errol, man, check this out, bro. You know, you got a bigger payday with Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying coast through the fight and go out there and not put on the show, but man, do what you do best. Stay behind that jab and touch him to the body.
Right.
And get up out of here with another belt. You know what I'm saying? Now, if he come out there, you know, and let ego get involved and take this fight to the middle of the ring, and this is really how I see it playing it out. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, Ugas' footwork is suspect. He's not gonna get out of the way of a whole lot. So that's
wait. Let me correct you. I never said Ugas' footwork is suspect. His speed.
Well,
he doesn't have fast feet. His footwork is good. He's just not athletic. they're just not fast. So he's not going to get out of the way. He's not going to evade you.
No, not at all. You know what I'm saying? And not saying all the Cuban fighters are similar to Mexican fighters. You know, I'm not saying that he's totally flat-footed or nothing like that. But for the most part, you know, he's gonna meet you in the middle. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like if Spence allow Ugas to turn this into an inside fight, but Spence is great on the inside, you know, but you don't want to get touched too many times by Ugas. You know, especially going into this fight with a bunch of momentum and Spence coming off the injury. I say play it safe. You know, but I feel like it's gonna be an epic fight, Blue.
But let me tell you my thing with that, right? I think that what happens here is that Errol Spence he'll take one to give you two. But he could take Ugas' one, but can Ugas take his two as the fight goes on? What it's going to do is, but what it's going to do.
Ugas ain't never been stopped. You know, I mean, I don't know if you're alluding to a stoppage or a knockout or something to that magnitude.
But listen,
but then again,
but listen to this, right? Yeah. Ugas never been stopped, but he ain't never been in there with a guy like Errol. So a lot of guys ain't getting knocked out until they've gotten there with Mike Tyson. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, so, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? But then again, we're looking at Spence with a 77% KO ratio. You know, but a lot of that came, you know, earlier before he got in the ring with a lot of top guys. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, you know, credit to both fighters.
What I'm saying is, if he could, we know Errol gonna take Ugas' punches. He's just not a big puncher.
Yeah, no doubt.
Right?
No doubt.
And look how clean he was hitting Manny Pacquiao. He was still there. Look, the Brandon Figueroa. The telltale sign for me is the Brandon Figueroa fight. Omar Figueroa fight for Ugas.
Yeah, Omar Figueroa. Yeah.
He was supposed to stop Omar Figueroa.
Yeah.
He moved up in weight. He moved. Figueroa moved up in weight, and Ugas was absolutely teeing off on him.
Yeah.
And he never go nowhere.
It didn't move.
Didn't move.
You know,
bro. You got to get him out of there. And so here's the thing. When Errol starts walking through his punches and start putting that physical and mental pressure on him, and then start going to his body relentlessly.
Right.
Now you're talking that 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 12th, those rounds. Oh, they start to look blurrier and blurrier and blurrier and blurrier.
Right. But you know what? I don't want to. You know, because the Omar Figueroa fight is a great fight. But look at the Omar Figueroa. I mean, this dude came into that fight undefeated, one draw. So it wasn't like he was just, you know what I'm saying? He wasn't just a puppet. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm not saying that, you know, Ugas, obviously got the unanimous decision. You know what I'm saying? But Omar Figueroa came into that fight somebody. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we don't know Figueroa's chin, and I would say that we definitely know Ugas is not the biggest puncher. You know what I'm saying? At 147. You know what I mean? But at the same time, man, you know, and Errol, that's my dog, man. You know what I'm saying? All the respect for him. You know, but he ain't stopped nobody in the minute. You know, and the body work is tremendous, but even as vicious as the body work is, he ain't been able to stop somebody in a long time, especially a top-tier fighter. And I consider Ugas a top-tier fighter.
We're going to find out.
We're going to find out, Big Blue.
Yes, sir.
Blessings to you, family.
Yes, sir. Blessings to you, King.
All right, now.
All right. Get them lights up, man. We should have 1.4K. Get the likes to 1.4K. Smash the like button. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. Get them likes up. The likes to 1.4K, man. Come on. Let's work. Clint Eastwood, what's going on? Get them likes all the way up, people. Them likes all the way up. Corbin Phoenix, my brother, what's going on? So my thing is this, right? Is that here's the thing, right? Yordenis Ugas is a big, strong guy. Yordenis Ugas has very short arms. So here's the thing. With Yordenis Ugas, right? Is this, right? Is that my issue with Yordenis Ugas is when Errol Spence starts to high guard, and if Errol Spence fights in the manner he fought Kell Brook, once he gets in his high guard and he gets in that rhythm and he starts pressing you and he gets loose and he starts, getting comfortable, and he's in that high guard like this, right? And he start walking you down, and Ugas these hooks gotta count. Now you're talking about Ugas southpaw versus orthodox. That hook, right? Got to count because Errol's left hand gonna come right down the pipe. You got to make it count. What's your name? Where you calling from? Great brother. I can't hear you. It's a bunch of static. Where you at? You on the road?
All right, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. You on the road? You on the road?
All right. Yeah, man. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you. We can hear you good.
Hold on. Let me try to call you back with some different headphones.
Well, just hold. Just go ahead and put the headphones on. Don't hang up.
All right.
All right. My brother El Rivy.
All right, can you hear these?
Yeah, but I hear the static again.
How about now?
Yeah, it's a bunch of static. You on the road?
Yeah, I'm on the road, man. My clutch went out on me.
Well, just try to call back. Try to call back.
All right.
All right. All right.
From? Well,
What's going on, great brother? What's your name? Where you calling from?
What's up, my man? What
Hello?
up, Blue?
What's good with your great brother?
What's up?
want to call in about Ugas versus Errol.
Okay, what you got on this?
I just think Errol everything better. I just think Errol got a better jab and fight inside better. He can box you if you want to box. I just think Errol's gonna take this fight. I don't think by knockout. I think he's gonna go by decision. But I think Errol's gonna definitely take this fight.
Mm-hmm. Like you said, he just do everything better, right? I think it's just gonna come down to
everything's better.
Yeah,
I think he just do everything better. He got and I wish Kurt was here to break it down for us, bro.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too, man.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
Well, that's why I want to call in and just let you know I love your show.
Appreciate you.
Errol gonna take it from Blue.
Appreciate you.
One, all
right? All right, you too, great brother. Enjoy your night. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting night, man. Very interesting night of boxing. I can't wait. And the co-main event, Stanionis and Butev, woof, that's going to be another great one. Stanionis and Butev, another great fight.
Call from
Anthony Grant.
What's going on, great brother? You got to turn me down in the background.
Yeah. How you doing?
How you feeling, great brother?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing? My name is Anthony. I'm a fan of your show. You know what I mean? Fan of you. I got something for Spence and Crawford. I think Spence is ducking Crawford. And why I say that, because before they fought, whenever that little video of them backstage came out, Spence was so ready to go on and make the fight. He was so ready to go on and make the fight. But once Crawford stopped Porter twice in the last round, you see now he got up and stood up and walked away. Now I think he walked away because he was mad. He was mad at the fact that they stopped it for Crawford, but they didn't stop it for him.
Well, it actually, what happened was he wasn't supposed to talk. He wasn't even supposed to be there. And they didn't want him to do interviews and things of that nature. So that's why he got up and walked away. And, you know, he felt like it definitely was a premature stoppage. But many people felt that way, not just him, you know. And, but as far as him avoiding Terrence Crawford, I don't believe that.
You don't believe that to be true?
No.
I mean, you know, it could be all hype, you know what I mean? It could just something I seen, you know what I mean, as far as when he stood up, that's just something I think. But I do see the skill, you know what I mean? I do think Crawford, I do think Crawford's a little bit better. And why I say that, because I see the pop and I see the hop, I see the body moving in Crawford. Now that can be bad, you know what I mean? People can get caught while they're moving all the time. But when you got that much control when you're moving, you know what I mean? You know what you're doing. I just think he brings a little bit more to the table with Spence can handle. That's just my personal opinion.
I mean, it's a 50-50 fight, so I can't debate you on that, because, you know, that's the reason why it's the biggest fight in boxing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you there's no right and there's no wrong. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if you feel like Terrence Crawford is he has a more versatility, or more, you know, whatever the difference maker, you know, there's no debating for that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like in order to stop a person of his caliber, it's like you have to give him something to respect. You have to hit him with power, and when you have that much, when you have, not saying that Spence doesn't have power, and not saying that Spence doesn't have skill, but when you have that much skill, you have to you gotta beat that match with skill, with power, with that much power. It's like Wilder. It was like Wilder. Wilder had more skill, he would have beat Fury, right? But Fury has that boxing background behind him that Wilder couldn't get through. Wilder couldn't get through the fake jabs. You know, that little head fake that Fury was getting through. Now, he didn't go too much of the third fight, but he kept getting them. You know what I mean? And that once that threat's like the threat of wrestling, once that threat is there, you have to respect it.
Yeah. When it comes to Wilder and Fury, man, Fury is very big, man. You know, it's just difficult for Deontay to get to him. You know what I mean? Like he wants to, and so he's not the most skilled boxer, right?
Yeah.
So you factor in Fury's enormous. He's much bigger than Wilder. He's always going to be. He's 40 pounds heavier than him. He's 2-3 inches taller than him. Those things count. You know what I'm saying? And because if you watch the fight, it's not like Fury is displaying this immense bit of skill himself. You know what I mean? He's just big, strong, and
wear you down like that, with that lean.
Right. He starts to weigh on you, man. He lays on you. What Fury just doesn't get enough credit for him being him. And what I mean by that is that he knows how to beat you. He knows I'm going to lay on you. I'm going to, Fury does the tricks of the trade he uses. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And those things count. It's just difficult for somebody Wilder. It's going to be difficult every heavyweight to beat him. He didn't beat Wilder by accident. He didn't beat Vladimir Klitschko by accident. You understand what I'm saying? It's like he's a good fighter. You know what I mean? Not to mention, and he uses his like Vladimir Klitschko. One punch, lay on you. 2 punches, lay on you. You know what I mean? Jab, let me lay on you. You understand that starts to weigh on you, bro. You know what I'm saying? And not to mention, other things that took place with Fury. So, it's just, but yeah, skills do pay the bills, ultimately.
Yeah, that's all I have for you, though.
I appreciate you, great brother.
Yeah, man, I'm going to keep watching every day.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you. All right. That guy, George, brother, in the super chat, dropping that half a good on your boy Blue in the super chat. I wish Errol would put out a really 3 to 5 minute good workout video so we could get a taste. Why is he always picked to lose? Because Errol Spence is not the most flashy guy. Errol Spence is not, he's not he's not going to talk a lot, and that's just not who he is. So out of sight, out of mind type of thing. My brother dropping that half a good on your boy Blue in the super chat. So, that's why Errol Spence, as far as clips, he's not going to put out any clips because that's just not what they do. You understand? He's not going to give away too much, but he's not picked, he's not, people don't pick against him though. It's not like a bunch of people are picking against him. It's just that, it's the doubt, right? The car accident, the eye injury, those things play a major part. You know what I mean? So that's what that is, that guy, George. But what's your name? Where you calling from, great brother?
Peace, bro. This is Powerful again from Staten Island, black man.
My brother, what's good with you, great brother?
What's good, baby? Listen, I was kind of hyped last time because I was kind of nervous talking to the superstar, So I'm a little calm now. So I'm gonna take it easy with my words and all. I was kind of like hyped, but I'll be fair. Like I love Terrence Crawford. Don't get me wrong, I love that dude, man. But at the end of the day, when it comes to Errol Spence, like Terrence Crawford, like when he came to welterweight, right?
Mm-hmm.
He only really did Jeff Horn dirty.
Mm-hmm.
Khan fight, that was bogus. That didn't need to be stopped, really. Khan fight ain't need to be stopped. I don't know what Khan did, but he didn't really get hurt like that. You don't get me wrong, he got dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Same with Sean Porter. Like, we got to really question Terrell Crawford wins at welterweight. Even with Sean Porter, he hit the canvas like he was mad that he got dropped twice. The man was nowhere near hurt. Adrian Broner even dropped Terrence Crawford before.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name, man? How forget that fast?
Who?
I'm talking about the dude that Terrence Crawford did his last fight with
Sean Porter. Mm-hmm.
What did Terrence? I mean, don't get me wrong, I love Terrence Crawford, but at the end of the day, Errol Spence is a monster. He's a beast. Like he's gonna be on Terrence.
Mm-hmm.
When he's on you, he's gonna be on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody keeps saying Terrence Crawford, he didn't really pass his test at welterweight. With who? Sean Porter could have kept going. I don't care what nobody say. That fight looked fixed. I know it wasn't fixed, but when Sean Porter got dropped twice, he only hit the canvas because he got dropped twice. When his father threw that time, everybody was like, what is you doing? How are we going to get back up a scrap? That man could have fought for 10 more rounds. That's my opinion. He could have fought for 10 more rounds.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian Broner dropped Sean Porter the same way. They all dropped Sean Porter. And then you, Blue, you go with your prediction because you called that. I remember you called it. You said, yo, Terrence Crawford might drop Sean Porter because he gets lazy. Basically trying to say, well, he gets lazy all the time. And you broke it down how? You broke it with Adrian Broner. You broke it down with Spence. Then Terrence Crawford turned around and did it twice. He could have kept going. Just like Carl, you could have kept going. You came and got hit in your thigh and act like you threw a low blow. So my whole point is, when you get Errol Spence, that's a beast. That's going to be on you, a big welterweight that tears that body apart. Boy, you better hope you can slow that man down, because I'm telling you, Terrence Crawford hit hard, but who he really dropped at welterweight, I'm talking about clean dropped. Clean knockout.
Right. Yeah. You know,
I forgot he kind of did Kell Brooks dirty. I forgot. He did kind of like, Kell Brooks looked kind of like hurt. I forgot about Kell Brooks. He kind of hurt Kell Brooks.
Yeah, he got Kell Brooks and he got Jose Benavidez too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Jose. But you know, not to take that from, but you know that man was limping the whole time, just like his last fight.
Yeah,
he just sit down. You can't. You're not athletic. Just sit down.
Yeah,
this ain't for him.
Well, remember Jose Benavidez too. He got he had an injured leg because he got hit in his leg. Remember?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But don't get me wrong. He hit hard though. Terrence can take a hit. Don't get me wrong. He can take a hit.
And that dude is.
Terrence Crawford can take a hit.
Oh yeah, Bud is he's a dog for sure.
Terrence Crawford definitely can take a hit, and I do believe he do hit hard, but he really ain't been tested with, like, he ain't fight, the Danny Garcia, the Keith Sweat. You know, I mean, I'm not messing with the Keith Sweat. I mean, the Keith Thurman.
Well, hey, what you call him, great brother, Keith Sweat?
Yeah, I said Keith Sweat. Calm down, bro, because, I got to get used to talking with you, man. I got to slow it down a little.
Hey,
I love both of those brothers.
Hey, what you say, Keith Sweat? Hey, I'm gonna use that now, bro.
Keith Sweat. We should call Keith Thurman Keith Sweat. Jerron and Terrence and Errol.
Hey. Unreal.
Yeah, but my man Errol though, that boy's a beast. And Ugas is suspect. I don't care, but you watched him an old Pacquiao. You washed up an old Pacquiao. I couldn't imagine that was Terrence Crawford or Errol Spence. They would have killed Pacquiao. They'd have gave that boy a brain. They'd have destroyed him. That's why I wasn't meant for God working mysterious ways. That's why I wasn't meant for Pacquiao to fight Errol Spence. Because Errol Spence would have killed him. He'd have killed him. He'd have killed him that day. You know? And you know like about Errol too, Blue, and I'm off this? That boy don't even talk. Everybody do all this talking about him. He ducking this and that. Well, Mikey Garcia's going to go to him. And he just come and just wash you up. Do you dirty. And it's sad that all these people only banking on his car accident, eye injury. What else y'all got to go off of? Say he ain't have none of that.
Yeah. You know what happened? You know what happens is, it's natural doubt, right? Car accident, eye injury, and so you got to think Errol fought once in 2.5 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's out of sight, out of mind, right? We don't know what you're gonna get from him, and those are major injuries, right? He didn't take. It's not a shoulder injury or elbow injury or hand injury, right? Major injuries, right? And so that's where the doubt comes in. We just don't know what you're gonna get. And then he said he's only 80% of himself when he fought Danny Garcia. So those are the reasons. That's just my opinion. I just feel like those are the reason why that people just feel like, hey, he ain't gonna be the same, or he can't beat this guy. You know, that's where the doubt come in my opinion.
And that man's a machine, man. That man is quiet. He just come. I ain't gonna lie. He got like Mayweather, Terrence Crawford, and Errol Spence. They got dog. If you don't knock them out, they gonna fight you 50 rounds.
That's a fact.
They just gonna keep coming, man. You gotta knock those boys out. If you don't knock those boys out, it's gonna be a long night because they got so much dog in them, and they train so hard and athletic, and they don't mess with like, oh man. Ugas, all Errol Spence gotta do because he got that high guard. I know he gonna do. He did with Lamar Peterson. He gonna beat that boy body to death. He gonna beat that boy body.
Just
like you said, blue on 7, 8, 9 round, that boy gonna start fading out. You gonna start seeing them look ugly.
That second half of the fight, when you're not used to competing against Errol Spence, and I'm talking about Errol Spence that fought Kell Brook. If that version show up and he's just start high guarding and he's walking you down and he's putting pressure on you physically and mentally, man. That 7, 8, 9, 10, those later rounds.
Yes.
It's a different ball game, man.
And you know what's crazy? Sean Porter, right? He got him ready for all that. But Sean Porter, one thing about Sean Porter, you got to be in shape to fight Sean Porter, especially if you go 12 rounds. Anybody that can go 12 rounds with Sean Porter, they in shape. Errol Spence, he started picking up around 7. He started getting more endurance around the 8th, 9th round. So Errol Spence can go 30, 40 rounds. That's what I'm saying. If you don't knock him out, by the time we get to the 8th, 9th, 10th round, he got to start destroying like he did Brook. He got to start destroying him. And he got more long. He got to fight him on. He got more longer arms than Ugas. Ugas don't stand a chance. People just riding him right now because I give him his props. He eating right now. He deserve it. No, it's Cuban. Poor country. They deserve it. You know what I'm saying? But Errol Spence got to tear him up. There's gonna be a war. Him and Terrence Crawford gonna shoot that 1-on-1. They're gonna get busy. I don't know who's gonna win at those two. I'm saying, but they're gonna get busy. Best man stand with those two. They're gonna get busy.
Yes, sir.
I'm saying, I think Errol Spence, don't get me wrong, Terrence Crawford, he hit hard though. Between the body shots of Errol Spence and between Terrence Crawford hitting hard, like you said, that looping lefty dude, whatever. You always say how the way Errol Spence got his guards up, how the way he can come around that. That's where Errol Spence gonna have to be careful with that because Terrence Crawford, he got sneaky power. Like he don't hit hard, but when he touch you, he be hurting dudes because he like tap Brook and he just did like the happy dance, like
Errol got to get in. He got to get in. Their strength is each other's weakness, right? So Terrence Crawford throws that like that's a funny punch he throws. And it goes around your high guard, right? And it can catch you on the temple, bang. You know what I mean? But at the same time, Errol can use the high guard, step into him, right, and crowd his space. You see what I'm saying?
I just feel like
and
Errol Spence could take a hit. Because Danny Garcia, I don't care nobody. Danny Garcia hit hard. He may not be as fast as Terrence Crawford, but he sit on his punches. Errol Spence could take a hit. That's why, like you said, it's going to be epic for him and Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence because it's who's in better shape. They both, like, I don't know, Terrence Crawford, I don't know. He was kind of like going through with Sean Porter a little though.
They both was because
they
both was because Sean pressed you every second or every minute of every round. He's physical, man. He wears you down, man. You gotta. It's just a tough fight. He a tough out. You know what I'm saying?
How do you think that'll look, Blue, with Mayweather's prime time and Sean Porter with all that energy?
It's gonna look gonna look the same as the Sean Porter all his fights.
Yeah.
All his fights.
To see that fight.
Floyd is not gonna. Floyd is gonna pick him apart on the inside. As he's coming in, catch him with stuff, catch him with the uppercut, little short. Floyd is going to hit him with. Floyd is more accurate than Errol. He's more accurate than Terrence. He's more accurate than Keith Thurman. You know what I mean? But it'll look like when Keith fought Sean Porter. When Keith was on the ropes and he was just catching him clean, boom, boom. But the difference is. Floyd is physically strong where he's going to wrap up Sean Porter at times. They never tie him up. They just fought his fight. Yeah. No, Floyd is going to wear him down. Right. Floyd gonna grab his arms and he's stronger than what you think. So he's gonna hold his arms. He's gonna wear his arm down. He's gonna fatigue. He's gonna attempt to fatigue Shawn Porter. And what Floyd is very accurate at doing is going to Shawn's body.
Yeah, that drains you too. That body shot make you nauseous. It drains you.
Yeah. Once they broken and they're mid range, the first thing Floyd gonna do is go to his body. Bang, bang. You see what I'm saying? Now Floyd, he'll go to change levels, feint, and when he feint, Shawn will come in and get in on the inside. You know what I mean? But once they break at times and they separate it, Floyd gonna go to his body, bang, bang, right? He gonna put.
That's why Errol. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah.
And he's gonna put all that money in the bank to slow Shawn down in the second half.
That's why I be trying to tell people like Errol, Spence, Andre Ward, Roy Jones, Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
They know the science on beating that body. When you fighting and you getting your body beat, you ever felt like you needed sugar in your body and you get this nauseous, jittery, shaky feeling like you're weak?
Yep.
That's what start. And I don't care how strong you are.
Right.
That's what start happening to you.
Right.
And that's what Errol Spence sounds like Roy Jones, because Roy Jones was going for that body shot too. He'll tear that body up too, Roy Jones.
Right.
Andre Ward. They know how to get you. I don't care how tough you are. When you start feeling like that, you're just ready to collapse.
Right.
You're just ready to give it up.
That's why Muhammad Marquez is one of my favorite fighters. He do the same thing.
Yes.
They throw the little hook to the body. Boom. Man, they beautiful fighters, man. That's why I like.
Errol Spence getting that ring is different. He's like Mayweather. You look at him because he looks slow. He don't talk. He's calm. He got that slow talk, like he's slow. You get in the ring with that dude and start feeling that body attack, and he just keep coming. You know that do to your mind, that mental.
Yeah, it physically.
And you're already feeling nauseous and jittery.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It physically starts to break you down. You know what I mean? And it starts to break you down mentally. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One more, and I'm out of here, Blue.
Okay.
Now the Keith Thurman and the Barrios. Only one difference I think with Tank is, if you think about it, Keith Thurman is hard. You just got to get that stomach right. Keith Thurman. If he catch anybody right, he gotta drop them. So we don't know Barrios. He could have a chin. If you think about it, right? Tank ain't really stop him with he stopped him with body shots, and then drained them. I think he was ready to give up because those body shots Tank was giving him, that's what was dropping him. It ain't like he just got caught a nice blow to the jaw and fell out.
The body shots, but it was the uppercuts too.
He wasn't going for the body as much.
Then the uppercuts, Tank is precise with his punching, man. He's so precise.
I think those Tank fight Keith Thurman, I think Keith Thurman, I love Tank, but I think Keith Thurman, he catches Tank right, he can hurt Tank.
Oh, for sure, because he's just naturally a bigger guy.
Yeah, everybody speak on Keith. Keith get in shape. Like you said, Blue, he can hang up there with Errol and Terrence. He just got to get in shape, man. He got to get that body right, because those are the two worst guys to fight. They will tear that body up. But Keith Thurman, got to remember, get to that body. Keith catch you. He can hurt you.
Right, exactly.
And he's smart too. He's smart. He put his homework on you before he fights you. Keith Thurman put his homework on people. Yeah,
Keith Thurman is one of the best fighters in the world. It's just the problem with Keith Thurman is just inactivity and vulnerability. Keith Thurman has been showing us, more and more. I feel like Keith Thurman had 1 foot in, 1 foot out the sport, 1 foot in, and then Keith Thurman decided, man, I need to be back in the sport. And it's hard to get back in the game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You know what I think it was? You think, in my opinion, he found that beautiful wife of his, touched some of those millions, made a baby, fell in love, got caught up, and he just don't got he ain't hungry no more.
Right.
He ain't trying to come back for big money. He's trying to come back for a big. See, Mayweather and Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, they not like that. They gym rats. They in the gym. They humble when they got money. They like Tank same way. They got money. Oh yeah, my boy. What's my boy name? Little Devin Haney. He's young and got billions, and he's still like a Mayweather. They are humble when they are on top. And that's the difference. You have to maintain that discipline when you're on top. That's why when they face adversity, it's nothing for them, because those dudes really know how to deal with pressure. They rich, and they still maintain that discipline. That's why Devin ain't going nowhere, no time. If you want to get Devin on his main game, when he start being humble, The more, see, Keith Thurman he touched some millions. So like the Charlo brothers, they're not humble people, man. They're not humble. They're not humble when they rich. They're not humble. Look at Devin Haney, Terrence Crawford, even my man on the tall heavyweight brother that just lost. That just lost to Tyson Fury.
Yeah, Deontay. You talking about Deontay?
He's another humble dude. He don't show off. These dudes is humble, man. You know what I'm saying? Just that, you know, like you said, he just ain't have stunt car. He just can't beat Tyson Fury.
Right. That's
probably the only dude that could beat him in life is Tyson Fury. That's probably the only dude that could beat him.
Right. Facts.
Oh, but Devin Haney, he reminds me of another Mayweather. He's just gonna do it better than Mayweather. If they let this man fight and stop playing with that boy gonna touch so much millions, and he's so disciplined. Like, for him to be so young and be so humble, he's so humble. So many young dudes his age is out here touching millions, and they out here. Devin Haney got that discipline like Mayweather. That's why it's gonna be hard to beat guys like that.
At 23.
Yes, that's why no Tank can't do nothing with him. You know why? Like you said, Blue, he gonna use his range, he gonna use his footwork, and he never gonna commit to like go toe to toe with Tank. If Barrios would have did the same thing, he wouldn't have lost to Tank. He would have never lost. If he did all 12 rounds, cheat him on the outside, he would have never lost. That's what, like you said, that's what Devin gonna do. But
frustrate him.
So that's all I had to say, Black man. I just had to check you out, man.
I appreciate you.
Watching you, bro.
Appreciate you, King.
Yep. Peace.
Yes, sir. Peace. Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Salute to my brother Jay Harris, 2 Real brother in the super chat, dropping that dub on your boy Blue in the super chat. Blue, your work ethic is unmatched. It's what? Midnight over there. I appreciate you for always grinding for us and for always keeping it real. Salute, great brother. I appreciate you 1,000%, man. Much love to you. Paris McLean, brother in super chat. He said, I asked about that eye. Remember that? Oh, yeah. How the eye doing? My eye? Yeah. Look fine to me. Look fine to me. Hey, that was the funniest thing I ever heard. Hey, Errol, how's the eye? My eye? Yeah, your eye. Look fine to me. How your eye look fine to you? Hey, Errol, how's the eye? My eye? Yeah, your eye. Look fine to me. Oh, man, that was amazing, man. Look fine to me. Errol, how's your eye? My eye? Yeah, your eye. Look fine to me. Amazing, man. But listen, let me get on out of here, people. Tomorrow's another day. 12:40 midnight over here. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. So salute to y'all, man, coming through. S550J, what's going on? Where you been at? Kelly Show, what's going on? Bud Pound for Pound number 1, what's going on? So let me get on out of here, man. I appreciate y'all 1,000% coming through, starting up, holding your boy Blue down and showing me love. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, hit the bell icon, and make sure you get all the new notifications. Show, what's going on? Reese Bro, Mark Fralin, what's going on? Big Fact, No Cap, D-Ray Promotion, what's going on? Mike Lee, my brother, what's going on? Let me get on out of here. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. And remember, March 12th, I will be in Oakland, California, working with ppv.blkprime.com. The link is right there. You see it right there in the chat. It's pinned up in the chat. Click on that link, ppv.blkprime.com. Click on that link. I will be doing partnership with Street Beefs, and we're going to make it happen. So I need y'all to click on that link, support it, and let's make it happen. But y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.